Well, there goes the Daverhood. Good morning, everybody. Welcome live on this Saturday morning,
floating by,
August 2nd, 2025, for the 993rd episode of the Dave's Gone By. Facebookio, Podcastio, Programmio of the Stream with me. I should wait for that. Of the Stream with me. That's right. Dave Lefkowitz, my wonderful, adorable, and darling wife, and ketchup. Generic ketchup.
No fancy ketchup.
Fancy blingy ketchup. We'll explain this in a moment. Blingy ketchup was with us, and when you see ketchup, you can't go too far away without seeing potato.
Toy.
Yeah, it was a week of toys, ladies and gentlemen. Intentional and un. So first, we'll explain everything, but we've got this. We've got blingy ketchup, of course. We've got a box of goodies, my friends. Mostly got your fridge thing. We can talk about that.
Oh yeah.
That was this week. It was an active week, my friends. So anyway, good God, it's Cheetah in Kiss of the Spider Woman. All right, here we. So.
David O'Neill.
What is this program?
We got this. You could use this. We got this.
I will need this, actually. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh no. Anywho.
Wear it like a tie.
Actually, I wonder. If I had a lighter shirt. This one. Let me see.
Put it on your button.
Like a cravat.
Put it around your button. No, put it on your
It's like a
button.
spike. I went. Button.
Yeah,
Wait.
you see, like
Do I have a button? I have a
So
button. I can put this around my
the
button.
higher button, yeah.
The high button. Hold on. High button shoes here. That's 2 musical references in 1 minute. Okay,
I
this.
love it. Just get it out of your face. Beautiful.
There, look at that. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You're styling.
I am freaky stuff. Look, it keeps tickling me in the throat there. There we go. Okay, so what is you must be asking yourself already, if you've never seen the show, what the hell is this? This is Dave's Gone By, and you're welcome to the Daverhood. So it's humor, it's nonsense, it's talk, it's sometimes interviews, it's bits and skits and stuff, and we've been doing it every week since October of 2002. So we're delighted to see you. I mean, I can't see any of you here. I'm just on Facebook Zoom. But assuming you're there, I'm delighted to see you with us in this very first Saturday of August.
Let me take that thing so you don't have to hold it for potato. It's heavy.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
It's also breaky.
we also have to explain these things as they go along. By the way, this does remind me, most importantly, that if we need anything to buy at Walgreens, we should get it on Tuesday, because I'm 55 plus. In fact, I'm 61, have been 61 since January. So they give me like a good deal, it's like 20% off for old people at Walgreens on Tuesdays. So if I need a defibrillator, an enema, that would be a good day for us to go to Walgreens and get it. But I was reminded that I was 61 years old just yesterday. So let me set up the scene. By the way, that's my darling, as I mentioned, wife laughing in the background, which is the most important thing in my life. So I wanted to do something different, something unusual, because, we'll be teaching in a couple of weeks, and we don't have to be in New York right now. So we had a few days here in Maryland where we could just...
I'll get you a prop.
I mean, we have work to do, but we can kick back and we have a little time to spazzier and explore and whatever.
I'll get you the prop.
And I'm always up for novelty. I always want to go somewhere different. And yet I don't get on highways, and we're not really flying any planes or anything. So it has to be fairly local, but I want to go a little more than local. So I look on the map, and I look at a couple of towns in Maryland, small towns that are drivable. And it's, hey, what's to do on a Friday in these towns? It's not a fucking thing. It's like, if you have a Walgreens in that town, you're lucky. But it says, I'm like, okay, maybe there's a coffee shop, maybe there's a little place to eat, a place to shop, and it will be at least somewhere different. The streets are different and so forth. So I pick 1 or 2 of these, and the weather's nice. For the first time in like a week or two, it's not 90-something degrees, humid and hot, because we had a bunch of rain the day before. It was actually pleasant and lovely out. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. So I'm like, okay, let's go. And we get in the car, and as often happens, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to go on some roads I haven't been on before. And, my wife is not all about newness and novelty. She's more like, I like to go to some of the same places.
I'm also recovering from my
Yeah. Oh, well, we're not going to discuss, or are we going to discuss?
dental visit.
Yeah, my wife had dental work done, heavy dental work about 3 weeks ago, lighter continuation of the dental work earlier this week. So she also didn't want to be too far away from home to, just in case, right? So as we're in the car, I'm like, okay, we're going to go.
Why are you saying it early is not?
You do the sauce, do the sauce.
I can't, it's too far.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. It's one of the things we have to do on the first part of the program is sloth throwing time. And then I'll make a prediction now, whether it will stick or not.
Okay.
I'm saying this will probably stick, but not for long. Okay, wrong. Let's try this one. Stick. Here we go.
Ooh.
Not. Stick. By the way, this is what the sloth looks like. Here we go. Stick. Stick. All right, these are some good ones.
Ooh.
Stick. Oh. Stick. I'm gonna try and get one over there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not. Oh.
Oh.
Not. Here we go.
What?
This one might stick. This one might be a good one.
Oh,
Oh, jeepers. I keep hitting the same place.
Look at that. If this was a shooting gallery, you'd do good.
Let me angle him so I'll go over there. Stick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Oh. And then, okay, probably stick. Here's a sticky one. Yeah.
Whoa. Done.
Oh, cool. All right. So we got a few.
And you have the bunny. Ooh.
So if you haven't seen this show or you don't know this
Look at the two
toy,
on top. Look.
yeah, but they move. But then because they have sticky feet and hands, they slowly climb down rather than just fall off the wall. That's the fun of them. The sticky, or they fall off the wall just to completely contradict me. Just the minute I say something, it has to be automatically gainsaid or done by the sloths. But hey, what happened to that one? Yeah. Yeah, whoops. Oh, and he's moving. This one's slithering down. Come on. You can. Oh, he's starting to wiggle. Come on. Oh. There we go. Okay, so we're in the car, and we're going towards a place that we go very, very often, but we wanted to go a little further, but then we're thinking, well, do we want to really do that? And we can stop here and maybe check this out, and oh no, it's Friday, it's really crowded, let's not do that. So, so we end up going where we go, 2 or 3 times a week because it's where we do our main shopping, and there's also a Home Goods and a, what do they call it? What's the other one that's like not Home Sense?
Marshalls.
Marshalls, right. And also you shop for clothes and Taylor. It's some outdoor mall. Yeah. And it's a nice shopping area, no question. So we go there and we're figuring what we need to get and just do some of our usual, but
Whoa, look at how fast they're going.
I know, man. Well, each day we use them, they start to lose some of the stick,
Look at the two on top.
Oh, see, look, they're going, they're moving.
Oh,
Whoa!
look, he fell, but he landed. He fell below, see?
Oh, man.
He didn't fall, David. He fell. He's the lowest one.
I will try that joke again because it didn't land last week. He sank faster than Malcolm Jamal Warner. All right. Yeah, no. Yeah. Where's my sound? I need my my Ooga horn. Here it is. Thank you. So,
You have the tiny trombone?
I have the trombone, but I didn't have a violin today. Okay. So, okay. And we're like, I'm looking and we're walking to our usual area, and I notice balloons. Oh, yeah, I will show. Balloons. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with balloons. Because I think balloons represent fun and party. Well, I don't like parties, but lightness and air, and they're cute. and they're round. I like balloons for many of the same reasons I like boobs. Oh, there he goes.
Look at the one up top.
Yeah, there he goes. Oh, dear. Let me move out of the way so you can get a look at that one.
That's not good. Look at his food.
Oh,
he did good. He felt that. Whoa, that one is the acrobat.
He really is. He belongs in Cirque.
Yes.
All right, let's just...
continue your story, Mr. Washington, age 61.
So, I just make a boob joke, but I'm going to make it again. I like balloons for a lot of the same reasons that I like boobs, because, they're round and cute and fun to hold. But...
Give me your phone.
Unless you have silicone, boobs are not supposed to burst, or boobs aren't, but balloons do. And I hate loud, sudden noises. So that's why, on some level, I don't like balloons. If I walk into a party with balloons, I get very on edge because invariably some balloon pops. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to put a pin. A bee doesn't have to go near it. Sometimes a balloon just feels like, oh, I'm done. But it does balloon aside. It was like
for decoration.
Yeah, I'm swollen. I don't feel so hot. They overinflated me. I know I could spend the next day and a half deflating and making fart noises, or fuck it, I'm just going to explode. And then when a balloon explodes, I panic. I go into that sort of fight or flight mechanism because I'm scared of those kinds of noises. But if balloons are far away and outside, I'm like, balloons. You ever see a balloon?
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah. You ever see a balloon that some child has lost just floating in the sky? Isn't that the most wonderful thing, like the red balloon movie back in
99.
the French? Yeah, 99 red balloons. And by the way, just a reminder about the archives of Dave's Gone By. We had the man who wrote 99 Dead Baboons, Tim Cavanaugh.
With us still?
On this, Tim Cavanaugh. He's doing comedy. He's sometimes does shows with Emo Phillips. He's out there. But anyway, but these were not red balloons. These were gold, nice, heliumized balloons across the way. And I was like, honey, we are walking towards balloons. And she's like, are you sure? I'm saying, yes. We must go to the balloons. What the hell is going on over there? And there had been an empty, vacant store in that spot down the way for months and months and months and months. So I'm like, we're going.
I would think we're still bitter because they took away the coffee shop.
Oh, that's in another place.
I mean, why would you? I could see okay, if I'm a landlord and something's going to say vacant, why wouldn't you give people a discount on the rent to keep it?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I'm not a business.
Although, again, what she's talking about, there was a place called Pete's Coffee. I mean, there's Pete's Coffees all over America. But, and they seem to be doing really, really good business, except that one time when some probably homeless person stole the tip jar.
Oh, I know, yeah.
We were there for that. But they seem to be doing really, really well. Very popular place. And suddenly it was announced right around Christmas that corporate made the decision to close a bunch of not just that store, but a bunch of stores in Maryland. So I don't even know if it had anything to do with landlord issues or jacking up the rents or anything. It could have just been, we need to concentrate on these states.
Yeah. I think it was probably more from the company. You're right. No,
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, corporate America.
Right.
Gotta love it. So that store's gone, but that's in a different part of this mall, this outdoor mall shopping area. This other place had been gone for longer than that, and now it has balloons in front. So we trundle over. You were trundling, I was starting to run, because I see balloons. Run.
Well, we get excited because it's something different.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why your thing doesn't show that you're on air, though. It doesn't. Sometimes it takes a while to catch up.
Oh, I did see myself.
Okay,
when
okay.
it automatically loads up Facebook and I see myself on air.
Okay.
So we get there.
Well, we didn't really run over.
I wanted to run.
Yeah, you wanted to run.
If I had a hoverboard, I would just over towards balloon. And it's a store opening, and we happen to be there on the opening day of. Yeah, kind of a letdown. We said, it's a freaking Ikea. And it's not a full Ikea, by the way. It is
I heard there were no meatballs. Oh, wait a second. Wait, honey.
Wait, talk to me. Oh, there are. Oh, okay, hold on. Whee! So, wait, how do we have 3 of these?
Because they're shooting that thing. I think.
Oh no, that's right. We have 3 with the slingshot.
I don't know what the thing is.
Yeah. So, sorry. Let me. Sorry. Just need a moment to play with my balls here. Anywho, it's an IKEA, but it's not even like a full store anymore. It is an IKEA pickup place.
It's like the thing they have with the Amazon where you can go and just pick up,
Yeah, I think Amazon came up with the idea.
Honey, I have the perfect gift for you.
Sure. I don't think this is real, honestly. I'm sure this is like some comedy thing or an AI thing. I do want the toy, not the real thing. I should get the real thing, but yay. So anyway, we get to the front of the store, and it's an IKEA pickup place. And so on a certain level, I'm a little disappointed because it would be nice to have a full IKEA with furniture and tchotchkes and kitchen implements and items. I wouldn't buy like a serious...
Oh, and they said they have mock kitchens so you can order kitchens and stuff. They're to help you order.
Yeah, all right. I mean... Yeah, I wouldn't buy heavy-duty furniture from IKEA. It's more for college dorms.
No, they have different levels. So
really?
Yeah. IKEA has like entry level, which is like perforated cardboard kind of particle board wood. But then they go up high to high end.
So they really do have nice stuff.
IKEA has all levels. I've been to IKEA in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I got really lovely sheets. They were hot.
Oh, but sheets.
No, but they also have like kitchen. We looked at the kid. My friend's daughter loved to look around, so they have entry level like basic, and then they have higher and higher level.
Oh.
So you can.
So you can get really nice quality stuff. Oh, okay.
But a lot of people are drawn in for like the dollar mug,
right. Or the old beds that they used to make that you give a college student, it would last 3 years, and then it would turn into like those Olympic beds.
For like $1.29. They have like sample products to show people.
Yeah. Now, the thing about IKEA, so I'm a little disappointed that although you can order things there, you can order. You don't just have to buy online and then pick up. There will be people there with computers who can help you order things.
A tablet where you can order yourself.
Yeah, true.
I like that feature.
Yeah, but why build a store and you have some real estate in this thing? It's not like on the second floor of a New York office building.
I think they think they're going to sell like a lot of those kitchens and things like that.
Yeah, maybe. But I would like, a store to wander, even if I only do it once a month.
But it probably costs a lot more.
Okay,
right? I mean,
well, sure. Yeah. Like anything, I'm almost surprised that Lazy Boy doesn't do it. We lost our Lazy Boy locally.
Yeah.
They went out, even though Lazy Boy as a company is still there, of course.
You have like a few samples, but
Yeah, why not just do a pop-up Lazy Boy? Order on Lazy Boy and then pick it, but you still need a warehouse for them.
Yeah, that's heavy.
But wait a minute, IKEA, if you're ordering furniture from IKEA, it still needs to be big enough if you're picking up to, or IKEA delivers.
Space in the back too.
Maybe. But okay.
Yeah, they do, because the store next to them is Edie or Eddie Bauer, and they have fitting rooms and they have stuff in the back where they were probably using that as storage. Yeah. And most things are not assembled, so.
Right. You get like poster board in big boxes, but not. Yeah. So we're at the entrance of the IKEA during the opening. So there's store people there. They're outfitted and garbed. But it's a thing now. There's people taking pictures. There's gifts to give away.
We did the little plunka thing, and we vote you won. Show them what you won.
So here's the deal.
I won this.
When we get to the...
And you won that.
Yeah. When we get to the front of the thing, they're like, hey, welcome, it's our new IKEA, blah, blah, blah. There's a woman taking pictures.
There's an official IKEA photographer. You saw him with the big guns.
Yeah.
He had the big camera. It was crazy.
And then there's also someone from, like, the local... Not the what is the main Baltimore paper? The Baltimore
Herald?
Sun or something.
I say Sun,
yeah. Or Herald maybe. But the Banner, there was also the Baltimore Banner, which is a smaller kind of local concern. But they're taking pictures of the whole event.
First show what you won.
Yeah, well...
And they also gave us a $10 gift card.
Well, yeah, we go in, or we were about to go in, and they say, here, take these little chip things. They have that, it's not, I guess it's Plinko.
Yeah, I don't play that good.
Yeah, you drop the thing in. It's like an old carnival thing where, like almost like pinball. The chip goes this way, and it can come out one of these slots. So, and they say, if depending on the color, you get a free gift. And they have a table full of these gifts. One of which is, we got an oven mitt.
Say the name of it.
It's a Hildegun oven mitt. Here we go. An official Hildegun IKEA oven mitt made in India. So not even China. It's nice. Very nice. Yeah. We wanted some of the other. They had a spatula. Didn't win that. No. They had like a
We'll
spurtle.
go back now that you're famous. Let's see if you can get an apron and a spatula.
So, and also, rather than get 2 oven mitts, which actually would have been very wise, even though we don't need any, we have oven mitts. They had this on sale.
Not on sale.
They had I'm sure they have it on sale, but this was one of the gifts that they were giving if you got the Plinko thing.
Candle.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Look at the size of this thing. You're supposed to burn a candle on this or in this. For me, this would be like, I don't know, a yurtsite candle.
I think it's supposed to be for people who have like outdoor cookouts and they put a candle.
Or maybe a citronella.
Yeah, that's what, or something like that. Yeah, because it looks like pool. It looks like a
obviously it's a little life preserver.
Life preserver. That's the word. Yeah.
So my wife is telling them, okay, well, you'll get this. We'll get this instead of the other oven mitt because we figured it would be a lovely, pleasant place for Potato to lounge on those summer days. He's had his catch-up.
Do you remember when we met on the Sea of Love?
The Sea of Hunts. There we go.
I want to tell you just how much I love ketchup.
And my wife isn't willing to just leave it there. She said, let's just get this one. She has to explain to the
and then you're trying
why.
To find a picture, but it's the screensaver of your phone. I'm like, you're showing that.
And she said, this is for my husband's potato. And of course the guy looks at her and says, okay. And she said, no, well, let me explain. My husband collects these plush stuffed potatoes. He has hundreds of them.
Friends. He wanted to know what they were part of.
Yeah.
Like some kind of gang affiliation. What are they part of? I'm like, they're part of vegetable friends.
And then explain it helps children eat, more nutritiously and But so we actually literally explain.
Give me the spatula and I'll tell you.
We wanted the spatula. That's what we could have used, a spatula. So and we're standing there, and it's like we play the game, and we get the free bag, and then we go in just to see what the hell the place is. Yeah. And we walk in, and there's cookies. So you have me at cookies,
they're all
right?
Swedish cookies.
Yeah.
They were delicious.
Every one of them.
Bread was delicious.
Yeah. Except there was one that was ruggelig. How was that a Swedish ruggelig with an umlaut over the U? I don't know. It's like ruggelig.
Yeah, but it's probably in German. It's probably
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I know when I lived in Philly, my roommate's daughter, like, she loved all the cafe. Like, when we went there, she would love to check out the stuff you could self-check-out. Yeah. And she rang the sheets up like 15 times and everything. And they had to come and clean it, And I'm like, she's the kid. She likes to do it. And they think I'm the permissive parent. I'm like, she's not my kid. And then we went to the diner and they had all kind of food. I didn't partake because I wasn't hungry, but the kid loved it. She couldn't wait to go there. She always wanted to go to Ikea.
Okay, all right. Okay, I mean...
They don't have food there, but they did have...
Well, apparently, Ikea is known for...
Meatballs,
right.
Yeah, Swedish meatballs.
I've forgotten this.
They must be goulashy, like small, I don't know.
So we go in there, and there are cookies, and there's free orange juice blend things and water. So I'm like, hey, this is great. Yeah. I've already gotten a free
I saw that
crap.
Girl, I saw that girl videotaping us, and she looked like one of my students. And I thought, like, why? She looked like one of the GAs. I'm like, what's going on? But she was just videotaping.
Yeah, she looks like one of my old students, too.
Yeah, and she was, like, just videotaping and very quiet. And I'm like, and then I looked at her. She goes, I don't want to get your front view, just the side view. And then I was like, what is she doing,
And so as we're about, I've got my plate stacked with cookies. And my
you didn't. No, you
was
had
before?
One cookie. I was making your plate.
Yeah, all right.
You immediately saw someone with the camera and went, hello!
Yeah, no,
hello!
While we were standing outside, there was this guy with the camera, probably the professional IKEA photographer.
IKEA one,
And as soon, because I'm primed that way.
That camera was
I was like,
yeah. You did like,
which is
hello.
the last thing he wanted. I'm sure he wanted a natural thing of just people walking into the IKEA. But I sense a lens coming at me. I'm like, hello, hi, and you're like, don't show me. I'm like, hi.
You're like, jazz hands.
But we go in, and I have a cookie, and you're getting more cookies, and we're about to just sort of shop.
You grabbed the orange juice, and she got you before you got the cookies.
Before I got the cookies.
You was like, oh. Then you gave to me, hold my orange juice. Hold it.
Hold it.
I'm famous now.
Well, what happened was, this woman who had been taking photographs or video, perhaps, says, hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I'm like, why or whatever? And she's like, I'm a reporter from the Baltimore Banner newspaper.
And so you did, ding, fixed your hair,
and I was like,
stood up
yes,
straight,
yes.
You know,
and she's like,
your top hat, you were ready.
We're doing a story on the opening of this IKEA outlet, or whatever, pop-up store, pickup store, I guess you'd call it. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? I'm like, mine? Mine? Do you have any idea what kind of media whore I am? What I would do to get my name in a newspaper that isn't under, like, murderer sought? I'm like, yes, indeed. And she starts telling me the spiel I have to give everyone. Like, I'm recording this, but it's just from, I'm going to transcribe it.
You do. Now you got the other end of it. It's just from your notes and stuff,
Because I wanted to tell her. It's like when I write for Long Island Woman, I always tell I'm interviewing some very well-known people, some celebrities. And then I tell them, well, yes, I am recording this. It's a Zoom, it's an audio, whatever, but no one will ever see this. It's just for so I can write the interview without my old style 25 years ago of being on the phone and like typing and trying to get as verbatim as I could. So she's telling me this, and I'm like, I get it. I'm a journalist. I know. Go! And she's asking personal questions, what's your name? Spell, how old are you? And you're like, why are you asking how old he is? I'm like, I'm 61. I'm not hiding it. Where do you live? And we gave a more general area. She didn't ask my profession, which was interesting. That would be like one of the first questions I would ask. Like, what do you do? Just basic.
Say what?
A so-and-so from...
She's also learning. She's a cub reporter. She's an intern, probably.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe a lucky paid staffer for a job that they didn't fucking hire me for, Baltimore Banner. But, I have the rage. I always have the underlying rage. So...
Play the tiny violin, honey, when you're doing this.
Oh, yeah, of course, absolutely. Well, and then, okay, so... Okay, so can't believe we've been doing this show for 23 freaking years. And so she starts asking me questions just about, well, why?
I also think your humor is too high. People don't get it. Like, people are very basic, and you're like, you're trying to
I'm trying to land some lines.
But people don't get you, David. Remember what the lady said in the Boulder Fringe Fest? She came back twice, the tech lady.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to her, you're seeing the same part. It's not part 2, you're seeing part 1. And she said, David compacts so much in one sentence, it takes me twice to understand it.
Yeah.
That's what she said. So I said, it's not part 2, you're back in part 1.
And that was meant as a real compliment by her. Yeah.
That it was that the language was so dense, it took time for her to understand it. Yeah.
And I think she enjoyed it just as much, if not more, the second time around.
She said she understood it better. Like, she got more of the stuff,
So, that was Miracle of Long John's when we did that at the Boulder Fringe. But she's asking me questions, and I'm answering honestly, but I'm also trying to be humorous,
And you're smiling. You're putting on the Ritz there.
Yeah.
Honey.
Even though this is a print interview, she's taking notes. She's recording, but
can't help it.
Well, I'm trying to give, because she said, "What brings you to IKEA?" So my wife and I
she kept pushing the meatballs,
intentionally, whatever. And then she started a question that for me came out of nowhere. For you, you immediately understood it. It was like, "Do you miss the meatballs?" I'm like,
because that's like I think she wanted that to. So I know, like, journalism has a couple hooks, right?
Yeah.
So the hook of the story might have been the conflict of why would you have a shop like that when you could have meatballs, but they'd have to prepare them. You know, like, so the thing is, like, she probably thinks, like, that's going to be the arc of the story.
It is. It's the headline. I printed out the story when it came out that day, because this is new journalism. I asked her when the story would be coming out. This was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, she said 1 hour.
Yeah, 11 o'clock yesterday. And I said, so when do you think the story will be done? Like Monday, or when will it print? I said, no, an hour or two. I'm like, okay. And then the further disappointment later on that day when I went looking for it and went onto the Baltimore Banner, and everything is blocked by a paywall. I had to go find it a different way. But she's asking me these questions.
Say it again. It's blocked by what?
A paywall. A paywall. It's blocked by a paywall. There we go. So, but I'm answering, and also, what did you buy? And I felt embarrassed at that point. Because people come to IKEA, they want a kitchen set. You know, they want...
You should have said the name of Hoodalagago.
I was specifically looking for an Ingeklucken.
Yes, I need the Ingeklucken.
Where's that place? Did I put it somewhere?
What?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, you know, I can't find a good oven mitt anywhere. So, I want to buy 300 Hildegunds. So I never have to buy another Hildegund again. Because this is the place to get Hildegunds.
But I will tell you the joke, because I'm in Sweden.
Yeah.
I stayed in a hostel in Gothenburg, and everything looks like IKEA. So my good friend and I, we wake up in the morning. Of course, I want tea. She wants coffee. We go in the kitchen. I'm like, oh my God. We felt like we were in an IKEA storeroom. Like IKEA storeroom.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a group of filmmakers who did a soap opera in IKEA. They did it without IKEA's permission. They had like all these episodes and it was shot in IKEA.
They were physically, or did just every house in Sweden look like IKEA?
This was done actually in the States. But they used IKEA. They didn't get permission.
Oops.
But I know, but I'll tell you, like that whole hostel, like the kitchen, the towels, the dishes, the everything, everything in that hostel, it was like living in IKEA. Yeah.
And maybe it wasn't all IKEA stuff. Maybe in Sweden,
yes, no, it was like
it was like it was literally IKEA. Wow.
I was like, I felt like we walked out in the showroom. Yeah.
So she asks me where they're to if we're buying anything, and I said, yeah. She's like, well, what? I was like, well, there are these really great breakfast trays that they. And they are great.
I like a breakfast tray. I don't like my burrito.
They're these big. See, okay, yeah, give me. Literally, we use them.
This is a used one though.
Non-stop. This is all. So yeah, obviously this is old coffee and whatever on it. But look at the size of this thing. It's plastic but sturdy. It's got a rim. Yeah. They are the best breakfast, dinner,
and the
lunch
size
trays.
Is good for foodies and stuff too. Yeah.
They're fabulous.
Yeah.
So I got like 4 or 5 of them years ago.
Well, they also gave us a discount. I mean,
I'm saying back in the day. I bought a few, and sometimes it's enough, and other times I'm like, God damn, where are the trays? Oh, they're all upstairs.
The other tray you bought that turned out this big. Remember you bought?
Oh, that was funny. I bought one.
Yeah.
It was on there.
I know. We had it when we were looking at the.
Yeah. Maybe it's on that chair under the cushions. No. Oh, I probably moved it somewhere else. But so for me, they are the best breakfast food trays ever. Right? I mean, they're even the ones you get in the cafeterias in schools that are those brown, opaque ones. They're great. I should have bought 8 of them, not 5, when I first bought them years ago. So I'm always going on IKEA.com to buy a couple more.
But you also didn't know if they were good. You just bought it sight unseen. And when you got that tray, it was the size of the pothole.
No, that was one time I made a mistake. Yeah. It was the wrong size. Yeah. Thank goodness I bought just one. But so I've been going on recently to IKEA to get 1 or 2, 3 more. Problem is, if you buy on IKEA.com, there's shipping. Yeah. Shipping. It's not like Target that it's local, so they'll ship for free. You're paying X for the trays, and then you've got to add another like $8 for shipping. I'm like, not worth it. Even though the trays are cheaper and better than.
Well, I would get. So now that they're there, I would get the cups. I love those cups.
Say we can. I can order them and pick them up.
We can look online and order and have it picked up there. I think it's great for like cups. The dishes would be good. I had IKEA dishes for a long time when I had my apartment.
Yeah.
You could get little bowls, but the thing is, we don't know size, right? But they have a lot of good.
But that's why I would love to go into an IKEA and say, oh, here's our dishes. Would you like this one, instead of online?
We could, and say send it to the IKEA outlet store, the IKEA pickup.
And then if we don't like it, just don't get it?
No, we could shop at an IKEA store but not have to bring it,
Yeah, I don't know where the nearest full store is, though.
There's a bunch we've passed, but I don't know.
But, so I go online and I don't pull the trigger, because if I wanted enough to order, we ordered something bigger from IKEA, the shipping would be free. But to order 2 or 3 trays, it's not, and I'm balking, it's not worth it. We don't need the trays so desperately.
When are we picking them up?
We're Friday and Saturday, we will.
Oh, so then you could show them on your show.
Yeah, absolutely, they come. I will. But here I am standing talking to this reporter from the Baltimore Banner, and she says, so what did you buy at IKEA? I'm like, well, a couple of breakfast trays.
No, but it's actually perfect because they want to sell the kitchen setup. So the fact that you mentioned a breakfast product is good.
Oh, is it?
Because they want to sell like you go in and they'll help you design a kitchen.
All right, okay.
So it's actually in line with what they want, what they're trying to
Yeah,
sell.
but I think they probably would say, oh, I need a faucet and a holder.
Yeah, but you're not going to go in there where you don't know it's open and buy something like that, right? Like
True. But, so I felt a little embarrassed about that, and then I tumbled with her a little bit, tried to be funny, tried to be cute about
but then we also gave us the gift card, that was nice.
Oh, she asked a question about meatballs. She asked again about, and then I remembered, yes, okay, IKEA is known, you go in the store, they used to have free meatballs, you can have a meatball.
They weren't free. They're not free.
It wasn't a little force, but you buy them?
Yeah, people like them in the kitchen. Yeah, here, I'll show you.
What?
You had to buy them in the kitchen. I used to buy them from
I thought they were like a little give-in that you come in.
You buy them.
Oh.
You have to buy them. Okay. What's the deal with IKEA Swedish meatballs? Oh, you can also bring them home for frozen, maybe. Oh.
They're popular, affordable, and iconic item menu. All natural ingredients and classic Swedish flavors. A staple at IKEA restaurants. Never occurred.
It's like at Costco, and they have a place you can eat.
I didn't remember that.
David, look at how all the slots are on the on-air.
Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. So okay, I'm wrong. I guess it's a purchasable item.
People like it, apparently, see?
Yeah, no, I'm sure I tried one at one point. I feel like I did, but
never did.
So she's asking me again, don't you miss the meatballs?
It says they're a massive seller, about 1 billion meatballs worldwide annually. They're iconic. They're associated with the store themselves.
Who knew?
Ew.
What?
In 2013, they had a recall after some batches of meatballs in Europe had horse meat in them.
Okay. Those were extra gluey, I guess. Wow.
Oh, they're cheap. To lure them to the food court.
So there you go. So that's the thing. So they're not free, but sort of like, hey, meatballs $1 a piece. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, Swedish meatballs. Okay. All right. But they didn't have that. They didn't have that for sale or available. And the reporter was hammering at me. She was like, dude, what about the meatballs? Don't you miss the meatballs? I'm like, and I think I told her, like, you know what? If it was ribs, oh my God, then I'd be all about the ribs. And, oh, where are the ribs? But meatball, that was essentially my answer. And then, of course, as we're done with her, if she thanks us and we're working away, I think of like a better answer. It's like, oh, meatballs, my God, I would kill 50 Armenian children for a good meatball, which she wouldn't have printed, and she probably wouldn't have even put my name in the pen. Or worse, she would have printed it, and I would have lost my job and whatever. But
see, look, it says IKEA's restaurants were failing, then it turned to the meatballs. So they turned around their restaurants, I guess.
Yeah. So it would be nice if they had a little pop-up restaurant with Swedish meatballs and noodles and lutefisk or whatever the hell else they eat over there, some sliced fish things. But she was very nice.
But that's why she asked, because if you search IKEA, it's all about
the meatballs. I didn't remember. I didn't know. And she asked me another couple of quick questions, and then we had a fun time. And I was like, oh boy, I gave her good quotes. I felt so good, right? I'm going to be famous again. Because the last time I was in a newspaper, it was in the Greeley Tribune, which we talk about all the time, for Potato Day, where I'm
David Lefkowitz's Greeley Tribune Potato Day.
In fact, my wife made it to the front page because she's bedecking me with these potatoes. And it literally made it to the front page above the fold of the Greeley Tribune. Do you mind if I show it? You're in it. I mean, she's wearing glasses, but there I am, making a wonderful fool of myself at Potato Day. And then, from then on, I even became sort of a mascot for Potato Day.
Image of David Lefkowitz, Potato Day, Greeley, Centennial Village.
Where they would show this every time they had the next year's Potato Day, or even better, when they canceled Potato Day for COVID and other reasons. And they still have me like an idiot, standing there with like a baked potato, with like a potato on me. And well, I was wearing a potato costume, that's why. That's why.
Oh, right.
Did you find it? Of course you did. Of course you did. It's a great picture. This is like...
That was by the professional photographer, too.
Yep. He caught... I'm holding, for both of us, it was a baked potato at the Greeley...
No, he wanted you to hold both of them for the photo.
Oh, it was just for the photo? Oh, okay.
No, they were ours, but he said hold both of them and smile, which of course you did. Turned on the charm.
I think this is the picture I want on my grave.
Okay.
If they're doing pictures on graves, this may be it.
I think there might be copyright issues.
Oh, I wonder. Well, you know what? Have him bill me at that point. And we want to use that photo. Just send the invoices to me in heaven.
It's canceled because
if that's where it goes.
Look.
Yeah. They use the same picture.
And it's like canceled because of COVID.
Isn't that wonderful? So that's the last time I really made the papers with my name in the papers. I mean, I've been mentioned for various reasons in the Daily News when I was in like the spelling bee when I was 10 years old, and I was in the New York Times when I was appearing with a theater troupe, and I've been in papers, and once in a while Michael Riegel would mention me in his New York Post column when we were rivals, and I was at Playbill and talking about theater. So I've been in the papers, but it's been a long time. And now it's nice to get my name in again as a guy who just happens to be passing by an Ikea.
Yeah, but we ordered trays. I mean, it's good that we...
Buying some breakfast trays. And they're like $3.99 a piece. I wanted to tell her, yes, I'm going in because I'm a cheap Jew, and I'm buying these trays because I can't get them anywhere else. I didn't say that.
You look insane.
But the sad part... The part that upsets me is so I talked to her for like 5 minutes, and this is what always happens in in interviews in journalism. It's unavoidable because they have so much space and the story requires X amount. So they print up the story, and it's online by yesterday afternoon, and here it is. I'm gonna do a share screen now if I can.
Wait, let me see. I gotta get into the.
Hold on, I have to get back to my thing here. Don't need that yet. I can bring. Here's my share screen. Okay, share screen. ... And this is it. So yeah, she led. It's amazing how journalists will want to guide you to the place they want you to go.
Let me see.
Yeah, okay. Here it is.
Oh, that's nice.
No meatballs.
No maize. Ikea's latest Maryland shop is built for the digital age. Oh, that's a nice... What's her name, the girl?
Tolu Talabi. Tolu Talabi.
Tolu. So it's probably a Tolu or something, and she just Tolu is abbreviation.
So,
that's really cute.
Yeah, I mean, okay, their main picture is them cutting the ribbon, the open. Sure, of course. Let me see if I can go down with this.
That's
I guess.
Nice, honey.
You won't need a map or a meatball break to survive this IKEA trip. The Swedish retailer on Friday opened its section. I gotta move this thing. I'm screen sharing. It's like annoying. Opened its second Baltimore metropolitan area store in Hunt Valley Town Center in Cockeysville. The latest version of its small-scale shop made for the digital age. All right, it's already 2 paragraphs in and they haven't mentioned me. Narcissist, moi? Okay. Good morning. We have opened our doors and IKEA is ready for you to explore. Store manager Yoli Keck said as customers walked in. The 2,000 square foot space is different in more than just size from IKEA's Blue Box store in White Marsh. The new location doesn't have products for immediate purchase, a cafe, or, ding, 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 second time they've mentioned Swedish meatballs. How many times have they mentioned me? Instead of a maze-like journey through a real-life catalog, customers will find 2 fully designed kitchens, custom closets, set-up drawer sets, countertop designs, and cabinet doors. Where's that? Customers can order items at a self-serve kiosk or meet with an IKEA employee to design and plan something, something, something. I don't have all of this in this PDF. It's a little annoying. Well, where the hell am I? Great, I printed out the thing and I didn't print the pages I was in. I may have some trouble.
David?
Yeah. What?
Why wouldn't you print yourself?
No, this when I saved it as here. Let me do it this way then. Okay, so I can't put it on full page.
Just read it, babe.
No, but here's the deal. In cutting out, it cut me out when I...
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Now I have... Oh, this is making me extra mad.
Hold on.
Now I hope
IKEA grand opening in Hunt Valley, David Lefkowitz.
Oh, banner.
It's called Point and Order. Here we go. Let's see.
Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the story online. Where am I?
Right here.
Customers can order... Yeah, I've got it up. Customers can order items at a self-serve kiosk or meet with an IKEA employee to design and plan their kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, or office space.
In the tagline, you come up first. Look.
Do I?
Look.
Oh, I'm in little small screen mode, but yay.
What does it say?
David Lefkowitz, 61, and his wife, even there she won't use her name, and his wife made their way to an employee
Yes.
to order plastic breakfast trays. It just sounds so, I don't know, benighted. It just sounds so
I
like...
think it sounds it sounds like bougie. Like, why would you need a breakfast tray? You know,
why
people eat at a table.
Oh, I see.
Like, we need trays because we have to bring food somewhere.
I mean, the irony is we never eat breakfast in bed. We don't eat in bed.
Like, that's people must think that we do that. Now we're going to get teased.
Great. Quote, and this is, they quote me. They do quote me after our 5-minute convo. It's nice to know I can place and by the way, the banner made a boo-boo here. They made a...
Grammatical error editor, David.
It's nice to know I can place an order here or buy something online and grab it here, said Lefkowitz, who lives in North Baltimore. All the...
But you're the only person quoted.
I know,
David,
but my best lines about the meatball...
Person quoted. You have to go back with the story and say, I want the whatever.
But I'm the only customer quoted. Jonathan Dean, local marketing manager for IKEA Baltimore, Conshohocken, and South Philadelphia.
The only person who bought something.
Well, that they mentioned. Well, she was probably in and gone. She got her quote.
Yeah.
She probably interviewed one other person. Who knows?
Yeah.
Our desire is for our customers to feel we are meeting them where they are and we're bringing our service. I hate that kind of corporate, pre-written lawyer talk.
But that's what they have to say, David.
I know, but it sounds like I'm saying something that they have to say.
No, but it is true for people. Like, there are a lot of people who live around that area, and probably some people don't have cars. I mean, there are a lot of apartment houses and stuff in that area. So I think they're smart because a lot of people in those apartment houses need stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll buy it and they save shit.
Yeah,
The one thing she didn't mention is that I could have ordered these things online, but I didn't want to pay shipping. Shipping is, if you pick up, you don't have to pay for shipping.
Well, didn't any other people say that?
I don't know. IKEA has similar stores in Annapolis and Gaithersburg, and Hunt Valley has 7 employees.
That's a lot.
big traditional retailers such as Target, Macy's, Nordstrom have embraced smaller scale stores as they try to keep and grow customer bases that have increasingly turned to the internet for shopping, like Walmart, the Walmart Express, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for my name again. No. I'm gone.
Oh.
The site was chosen to be within a 30-mile radius of IKEA's larger store,
Okay.
so customers would not have to get to White Marsh. I guess that's our closest to where we live, is that we would have to schlep to White Marsh to look at an actual IKEA store. So I thank very much Tolu Talabi for not making me look like a complete idiot.
No, I think it was a great quote.
Yeah, it's a quote. There's nothing interesting. There's nothing funny about it. It's nice to know I can place and they got the word wrong, can place an order here or buy something online and grab it here, said Lefkowitz, who lives in Baltimore, North Baltimore. The end. The end. So, now I know how I feel. People feel when they're either misquoted or underquoted, or.
No, because I think your humor is, Maryland. I think people in Baltimore have a different sense of humor. We're funnier. New Yorkers are funnier than Baltimore people.
Oh, no question. Well, except John Waters.
But I think we're like more humorous. And I don't know if she got all your stuff, and I think she just didn't want. She was very. It was important. She's like, I won't get anything wrong. I think so. So I think she's learning how to. Like, if she feels like she is going to misquote, she's going to go with something she gets.
She gets, okay.
Which I think is good.
Yeah. I don't know, I should have given her a slam bang one-liner about the meatballs. Something.
But you didn't know. You were so excited to be like,
Yeah, and I just won gifts, right? And they gave us, as you said, we also, by being there, got a $10 gift card on top of the wonderful tchotchke nonsense they were giving out. So, I mean, all in all, a good time was had by all, and we did order our trays. So, yes, we ordered 5 loose sight, or whatever the hell they're made, rubber, plasticky breakfast trays. Let me stop sharing here.
Their name's probably the
Oh, but remind me, I want to print that article out properly, because when it printed PDF, it cut out certain aspects of it.
I think you should bring it when you go back and be like, I want the
Yeah, I'm him. Please give me a sofa set.
Don't give you like some kind of present.
Give me like a trundle bed or one of those classic IKEA beds. I can have a little bed in my office. Like, just not, yeah. It can be cheap. It's okay. It's all right. Something. So I put you guys on the map for your trays. Everybody already knows about your meatballs. Did they know that you have the best breakfast trays ever? Cheap. Because they really are cheap. They're surprisingly...
No, but the fact that we got them, I mean, I think it's good because they want to, the girl said they're trying to show how they're a place where you can order kitchens and design stuff. So you pick something, like you didn't order like a bookshelf or like a rug. It was something breakfasty, which is in the line of what they want.
Yeah, but let's say they open a new Wegmans somewhere. And it's like, what are a box of matches?
Next time, you'll know better next time. You always got to be prepared. Once you see the cameras, you got to start having, you should have had the orange juice sooner. It would have got your mind working. If you had those cookies, the sugar would have woken up the funny, so it was.
All right, well, that was our adventure, one of our adventures for this week, locally.
You have all the pictures.
I do. On your phone, yeah, I do. Well, we didn't take, everything's falling off here.
Potato fell. It's okay, David.
We didn't take pictures at the IKEA, but we did go to one other place. We did have, let me show this, okay. We did have another fun time with our old friends earlier in the week, because again, it's summertime, we wanted to do something fun, and my wife had heard really, really wonderful things. We'll get that on the way. Thank you.
Be careful.
Really wonderful things about this museum in Baltimore City, like Baltimore. So what am I wearing? Oh, to read the article. Yes. So it's a place called the Museum of Visionary Art.
Isn't the Visionary
or Visionary Art Museum?
I always call it the Innovation Museum. I've called it everything, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" I'm at work. I'm like, "I want to go to the Imagination Museum." They're like, "The Children's Museum?" I'm
No. It's called the Visionary Museum, and we were like, okay, I'll go again. It's something fun to do. I love museums. Something novel to do.
I guess it's in Federal Hill. I didn't realize because it's near one of my doctors, but I didn't know it was Federal Hill.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also 2 blocks from Inner Harbor.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah. We haven't been to Inner Harbor.
I don't even know the name of the restaurant. Do you know what it was?
The restaurant in Inner Harbor? Oh, the one we went to.
We ate, yeah.
The bread something.
Oh, okay.
Or it might have been called Bread.
It was called Bread? I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Name of the restaurant called Bread in Federal Hill.
Might have been Bread Basket or...
Is it... No, bakery.
It was near a Peri Peri chicken place.
Okay. Bread restaurant near Peri Peri Chicken in Baltimore. Ovenberg Bakery?
I don't know about that.
Ovenberg? No.
Might have been. I'm not remembering. But we went with our friends to this pretty nice, kind of loud, sort of kitchen-y, overpriced, but decent restaurant. I had oysters for the first time in a very, very long time. It was not raw. They had cooked, breaded, in a po' boy sandwich, which was nothing special. It was perfectly fine. It was nice. And an okay place. Wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it, but it wasn't a bad meal.
I think it was Ovenberg, because Ovenberg seems to be the only one. Motzi?
No, it wasn't Motzi. Now we're getting amazing. There's a restaurant there called Motzi?
Bread and Circuses Bistro?
Maybe.
Oh, was it the Bread Cafe?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out. There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of...
We could ask Nihal and G.
I think it had bread in the title. So we went there because it was a block or two from the restaurant we wanted to be, the museum we wanted to go to. And I had no clue when you picked the Visionary Museum that it was just down a block.
I didn't either. I would have known.
From the rusty scupper!
That's why it's Visionary. You have pictures of the scupper.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so,
There's pictures of you pointing, but it was about 90 degrees and nobody wanted to wait.
Yeah,
so I had to get quick pictures of you. And the thing you're pointing at is a scupper, and then there's a scupper sign. You'll see that.
So wait, what are these pastries? I don't remember.
Show me.
Where were these from?
No, that's Morocco. That's my friend getting a Moroccan. We're trying.
How is that the first? Oh, so she must have sent them later on.
Yeah.
So first of all, how we missed this, I do not know.
What?
This is also right by there, by Inner Harbor. There's an advertisement for a 4th of July hot dog eating contest, but that's not the one that Joey did at Nathan's in Coney Island. Apparently they do it there in Baltimore too. But more importantly, so this is at the museum already. Let me get the ones before we went into the museum. Hold on. Oh God, that's a horrible picture. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't been into this restaurant to eat in more than 20 years, but it is the Rusty Scupper. There is a restaurant.
Show the name.
I did. There's a restaurant in...
And show you the pointing at it.
Well, this picture's... Yeah, we don't really want that picture, do we? Here's one, but it's so far away you can't... this picture doesn't do any... Just you can't even tell. But it's... I just love it for the name. I thought the food was pretty good. Everybody makes fun of it. They say it's overpriced and that it's... You go there for the atmosphere because it's right on the water and it's in the Inner Harbor, which is true. You do go there for the atmosphere, but I had a perfectly good meal there 25 years ago.
Well, and they also apparently have a nice weekend buffet. It seems like the buffet is like $60 a person. Looks good. Yeah.
So I was very, very happy to see, once again, the very fact that there's a restaurant that doesn't call itself Le Joie de Vivre.
We did see a delivery truck called the Rusty Nail, remember?
Yes.
That was kind of troublesome.
It's like, in cartoons, they'll name a restaurant the Chum Bucket.
Yeah.
Right? But this is real life. And they chose the Rusty Scupper. And it's like the crusted underpants.
If they would have made it, you would think that because they're, to me that implies that it would be cheaper food. But then the food doesn't go along with the name, right?
I think it has more to do with like a trawler that goes that spin in the ocean. What is a scupper?
What is a rusty scupper? Oh, it brings up the bar and restaurant.
What does it do?
It brings up is there a view? Is it good for lunch? Is it good for a date? Weekend happy hour menu. What is the rusty scupper?
But what is a scupper? That's what, I've heard the word scuppernong.
What is a scupper?
You're making a
Drainage
face.
device found on flat roofs.
There you go.
Here.
Doesn't that sound appetizing? Let's name a restaurant after a device that drains the schmutz and the bird crap.
In British, it means to overwhelm or disable.
Oh.
A rusty scupper provides something to go off the roof.
Ew.
David, do this.
Probably a mariner. Is it gone?
Okay, yeah.
Probably a mariner's term. Like,
I don't know why you...
why you would name it.
Here, let me look.
Because if something has been scuppered, as you said in England, it means, we're going to scupper that. We're going to give that up.
Why is the rusty scupper in Baltimore called the rusty scupper? Okay, here.
What? The name, Rusty Scupper, chosen to emphasize the restaurant's nautical theme, and focus on fresh seafood. A scupper
I don't get that.
is part of a boat. It's related. A hole on the deck that allows water to drain off.
This is getting...
Doesn't that sound yummy?
Yeah, let's go there.
But you're eating in the rusty sewer. It's the drainage portal. It's like, when you have a carbuncle or a cyst, and they have to drill a hole.
It's the pus.
Yeah, it's the pus that's drained. Let's call a fish restaurant after that.
Jazz buffet there.
The restaurant incorporated this term, even uses miniature boats as part of its branding, particularly one on the ceiling and another in the dining room. I'm just like, but you know what? I would never have named the restaurant that.
It's memorable.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like if you call it like Lucky Fins, the one that we had in Colorado, I could never remember the name. So yeah, it is. It's just I'm going to read about when you do that.
And it's iconic. The restaurant has kept that name it's now a 40-something-year-old restaurant. Yeah. So they're obviously doing something right, and something right includes that insane frickin' name.
Is there a dress code?
Is there really?
There's no dress code.
Oh, there is no dress code.
Of course.
Since you have that name, can I come in with my stoma open? I need to get my colostomy arrest. I just, you're named after a hole that drains things. Let me eat here.
Their Hopkins newsletter, they interviewed Julian Dimitri, the Rusty Scupper's manager.
Oh, and? Did he say anything, his pride in working there?
Oh. The scupper's part of a boat. There's always a couple holes, and water comes out. That's a scupper.
So it's a penis.
We created the name to put an emphasis on fresh seafood.
All right.
We have boats here in minutes.
What is fresh about the word rusty?
I don't get it.
Rusty means something that's been sitting there and oxidized and has become kind of dangerous and sharp and disintegrating. And, so it's a dangerous, degrading, disintegrating hole.
Most popular is crab cake.
Okay, yeah. What else do they do?
They've been there for 43 years. So maybe 43 years ago when they started to redo the harbor, it might have been pretty rusty,
Oh, interesting. It certainly probably wasn't the price point, but it was expensive then for the time. Mm-hmm. Now, honestly, we looked at the prices. They're still high, but compared to all the other restaurants, they all went a lot closer.
If you want, we could go there when it gets a little cooler.
Today!
No, but make it a birthday meal for you. You never really had it. So we could do the jazz, not the jazz brunch, maybe we go during the week, but like around dusk. We got to book a table.
Sure.
And then we can go back to the Visionary Museum and I can get another one of these.
Well, okay, this is what this is. So we go into, after we have a decent meal at this bread place, your omelet was pretty good. You liked it.
Yeah, but there was something in
the dressing?
Yeah.
That made you kind of turn and whatever.
It was good. There was a lot of They just basically, the same thing that they made for the salad was the same thing inside the omelet. Right? So I shouldn't have.
It was just basically a spinach crammed into a.
Like,
and it had that weird kind of egg thing where you almost figured they used an egg mixture rather than real egg white. It was such a fluffy
they made it flat and turned it.
Oh, well, that's right.
Fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so one of the nice things about the Visionary, and we'll talk about what was in the museum.
Yeah.
At the gift shop, was right. Oh, yeah, well, let me do this because I can't do both at the same time.
I'll hand them down to me, I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, okay, great.
No, you hold the box, take things out, and I'll take it when you...
When I'm done with them, okay. So, in the gift shop, which is really worth... Every museum has a gift shop, and a lot of the ones in there...
I loved your shirt, remember you wore your octopus shirt.
Coming to every guy there, half of them, most of them gay, who works at the gift shop is wearing like a really cool shirt. Like, I want that shirt. And I happen to be wearing my like translucent blue shirt with jellyfish on it, which was really nice and popped really well on camera a week or two ago when I wore it on here. And all the guys there was like, I love your shirt. And I'm like, I love your shirt. I was like, we like to give each other the shirts off our backs.
Let's go discover. See at discover.
But, so they were very nice. And it was a fun play. A lot of novelty things, a lot of cute things.
Because they even say in the museum guide and all the ads for it that you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay admission to go to the gift shop because the gift shop is a lot of people want to see it because it's so unique. It must be like alternative Baltimore. It's on a lot of lists.
Yeah.
Like it's like a place you go for fun stuff, but you don't need to pay admission.
This is not the kind of place where it's like Frida Kahlo calendars and like, a Joan Miro keychain. It's not that shit. It's like this other othering sort of thing, weirder, funner stuff. I don't remember what else was on sale there before we get to the box. I'm trying to remember.
They had so many things. They had posters. They had like gag gifts. They had a lot of jewelry. They had a lot of like just really interesting, like unique, like non run of the mill. Everything looked like it was not concierge. What do you call it? Curated. It was highly curated. That's the word I was looking for.
In a fun way.
Oh, and they had books too. They had handmade cards. They had anything you wanted for a gift, you could get.
As a matter of fact, we often feature on this program the Screaming Goat.
Oh, he was there. Yes.
They had a Screaming Goat there, and it was like on sale too. It was a good price.
They had everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need a gift for somebody and you don't want a run of the mill gift. It's lovely. We could have spent hours there. That
was really fun. It was almost as much fun as some stuff in the museum. But here's one of the nice things is that they do. They wrap up.
Show what it's called.
Oh, well, they wrap up.
Box of Fun.
A box of
the Sideshow. I guess it's called the Sideshow. Is the name of the store.
Oh, Sideshow Baltimore. Right. Sideshow Baltimore is their Twitter handle, and so we see this, and I'm like, hey, what the heck? What the heck? It's like 20.
Also, the guy said, "Oh, these are really great," and then he's like, "This is the one that I made, or you could get the others." And I'm like, "Of course, we're going to get the one that he made because it's probably got good stuffies in it,
So what it is it's a box full of novelties. You have no idea what's in it until you open it. So you buy it sight unseen, right? You just hope that you're going to get some cool, fun stuff. For your money, and it's fun to open and not know.
People who do that in thrift stores, I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's sort of like one of the reasons it's still enjoyable sometimes to watch. What's that one with the lockers? Storage Wars.
Oh yes, correct.
It's like they buy the locker. Yeah. What's in it?
But some people say they stage those. Yeah, I know.
Probably
whatever.
Yeah. No, but even you with like the mini fridge stuff and the home stuff. The excitement for
Let's
you.
do that next week. We'll save it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then we'll talk about that next week. But to explain,
you don't know, and it's a mystery.
So it's a mystery box, and you pay like $20, and you won't know what is in the box, but it's stuff. For example, the bling ring, this piece of jewelry that we put around. We didn't get the ketchup there, the ketchup we've had. But this nice little blingy thing was in the box. I think it's the only thing that's outside now. So a couple of plates with minions on them.
This is really like for a kid's party. These are cute. Let's see, 8-inch. Non-microwave.
I wish I were.
But these are really cute. I mean, they're called Despicable Me 4. I guess that's the movie. Oh, they're very cute, these guys.
Yeah. So there you go. So already a box of plates, right? A little blingy thing. Fun stuff. I still don't know what this is. What?
It's gauze.
But it's not gauze for a wound. They wouldn't put it this color because they wouldn't have a dye.
After you put the sterile pad, you wrap it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's gauze. Yeah.
Okay, this package, this is not a toy. So yeah, I thought it might be for decoration, but if I have a wound, that would be good for wound care.
Yeah, well, we could see you in the nighttime. I could wrap potato to demonstrate if you need.
Oh, you can never get it. Well, the fuzz would pair off them.
Okay.
Now we got a globe ball.
I love that. A stress ball.
It doesn't really, yeah, it's more of a stressy, but this is very cool.
You could teach potato on that.
I could. It's item number 10404, in case you're wondering.
Oh, good.
Okay. This is all coming out of this one little box. If I needed a deck of cards, always handy to have a deck of cards.
Play solitaire.
Playing cards. Cool. Very cool.
Do people play poker like with this?
Poker deck, I don't know if it uses the same cards. They might.
Okay.
Then we've got Dr. Seuss's jumbo crayons.
Oh, I love them, yeah.
So even financially, we're already topping out way over like 10 or
I
15 bucks. Yeah.
Oh, they're nice. Pink, red. These are the primary. But orange, yellow, orange. That's interesting. Why yellow, orange? Yellow, green, blue, violet, brown, black. I like this a lot. I can use these.
Yeah, the regular crayons.
I like these a lot, yeah.
We've also got, this is a cute kind of novelty thing called
Oh, open it here.
Dream Day. Yeah, you open it and hand me a card.
It's like, when you do those 5-minute dates and stuff, I think what happens is like you're supposed to fill one of these out.
So let me get my glasses on so I can show it. Here we go. So
it's a date thank you, but it says here.
Thank you for the date. Mm-hmm. And then all these questions are like, I told you my name was, which is true if false, okay. How we met. We participated in the following: dinner, lunch, dance, drinks. Oh, there's actually a circle there for rape, which is I had a good time, a really good time. Next time we get so yeah, there you go. So a whole box of these. This is kind of cute. Okay. A rubber biscuit. Gotta have one of those.
But he wants them.
Hey baba he baba ha baba hey baba hoo baba he baba. So already it's worth like the $20.
Oh, it really is rubber.
Yeah.
You felt it?
Yeah, or silicone or
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
A ridiculously enormous ring.
You should wear that for the show. Put it on your pinky.
Maybe.
That goes in.
It won't stay on my pinky, but any other finger, I'm afraid it won't come off. But here, a ring of some sort. Here, put that on your little fingy. This is all coming out of one box from the Visionary Art Museum. Here's a cute novelty thing.
Should I just wear this today?
You could.
Okay.
Here,
That's so appropriate.
it's not a toothpick, it's a tooth and a pick. I just love the old school, like,
Yeah.
it looks like something from the 1950s, right?
Yeah.
Pretend that you have used a toothpick and then an entire tooth came out.
Not funny. Not funny.
Wait, well, no. As a matter of fact, it's indelicate, but very funny.
Oh.
And it's from Hong Kong. Go. Hours of fun, ladies and gentlemen. Hours of
I
fun.
should bring this when I go to the dentist.
This, I have no idea why this. Like, bag twist ties for, garbage bags or...
No, for anything. For cords. Like when you have cords,
yeah.
you could take these cords like this and twist tie it together so you don't trip. It's
Okay,
great.
why they would have this at the or in the box, I don't know, but could be helpful. Same as these, a practical gift.
Yes.
If you have a board of some sort, anybody still using a cork, or what do you call them? A cork
Thumbtack,
board.
yeah.
Thumbtacks?
I don't know what we ever used them for. I guess to... Oh, they have decorator colors. Oh, it's made in Baltimore.
Oh.
It's local Baltimore, yeah.
Oh, I like that. On top of the box, the one thing that you did see was they put a cute...
What's it an image of?
It's like somebody's weird...
Let me take a picture of it and I'm going to look.
I wonder if it goes upside down too, or...
I'm going to take a picture, David.
Oh, it's like old man... Well, kind of.
I'm going to take a picture.
Yeah, take a... Watch. It's a pin.
I think it's a Monopoly game. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, maybe. So my wife is taking a picture of that. Again, we are still about halfway through this box here. One of the other things that you're getting there, and these are really cute, and I know this is everywhere now in various ways, but little baby ducks. Little baby ducks. 3 of them. 3 different colors of little baby ducks.
I don't know, David. It's not finding it.
Oh.
What do you think it is?
I don't. I mean, I've seen that image somewhere, but I don't know it. It hasn't registered as any kind of a meme.
They're saying it's a little Kellogg pet pen. Does it look like something like that?
Well, the one on the upper left, it's closest to that.
Yeah, vintage Smitty.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're still going through the box here. Oh, you love these. These are
We're going to use them, yeah.
These are vintage Hungry Acrobat coaster. Maybe not vintage, but they're very cute.
They're very cute.
You take them out, and they're coasters for a beverage, and you put them on. They've got these nice corky sort of things, and then they're basically what I love about these guys is the curly chest hair.
I love the nose too, you know.
Well, no, yeah, the clowny sort of a nose, the mustaches, the old school look of them.
Great.
But the idea of the curly chest hair is just so
Great. It's just perfect.
Wonderfully skeevy. I love it.
Here, I'll
So,
take it, honey.
if you can put these back in the box.
You keep looking. There's more stuff.
Thank you.
You're gonna
A couple
save
more
the scary
things.
one for last.
Well, there's this.
They're so cute, David. Oh my god.
This really is helpful if you're traveling.
But they also might be a fun gift. That's why I'm waiting not to open. You know.
Yeah, this one. I mean, I wouldn't put this on my luggage, but some people are like, how can you tell that's your bag? Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just because you could identify it.
Yeah.
You know, like you would know then if you see this, it's definitely yours. I think it's a great idea.
And
I think it's easy to find. Yeah.
and then an actual legitimate practical gift, a lined notebook, a lined journal. Wonderful.
Stickers look like this,
Wonderful
see?
stuff. Yeah, those stickers come with it too, or did you get those
No,
elsewhere?
that's separate.
Yeah. And then these postcards are quite lovely. I love these.
What happened to the book? They gave us a postcard of the place. You could use them.
It's on the wall.
Oh, good. Oh, lovely, David. Lovely.
See,
Lovely.
that postcard there was
lovely.
from the place too. So here's
Lovely.
Rabbit Without a Clue,
You
and I
could
just
keep-
love that
keep
he's picking his
keep
nose.
them out for your show. They could be decoration. So take
Oh, yeah.
them out of the box now that we showed it.
Take which of
You
these?
can keep those separate for your show.
Aw.
They don't go back in the box.
Unless we want
No,
to send these to their actual postcards.
No, I think they're better for your show because they're really colorful and pretty. You know, and they're funny. They're like
Yeah, no, these, I'm always down for this. So that's fun. And then, swear to God, even a box.
I'm gonna leave these here for you.
You might pay like $12 alone for a box of thank you cards. Yeah. So squirrel thank you cards. Squirrel and duck of some sort.
Those are characters in that.
Archie McPhee?
He does novelty. Archie McPhee does like comedy, not comedy, like gag gifts. Yeah.
There you go. So, and then almost last but not least, first of all, the obligatory beagle roach. Remember, this is from a museum, people. This is not from like a joke shop. This is not from like some old vaudeville back room. This is from a museum. And then finally, this is, sorry. Yeah.
Sure.
The zombie gnome, a tiny terror. Notice, what I love about him is that you can see he's actually bleeding.
Take him out.
All right, here we go. I don't think he does anything.
Can I have the ducks, please, honey?
Oh yes, be very careful. These are, I think they're plastic, not glass, but still.
Yeah, they're cute.
Okay. And, there's a bug on you!
Don't do that. God.
All right, so here we have the zombie. If I can get it out.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Here you go.
The zombie gnome.
I think you should get the book too and give a little here.
Oh, the book, of course. Does it go? Are you supposed to?
Here's his background. So this is daytime and nighttime.
Oh, very nice.
And here's the book.
Thank you very much. Okay, so here's
Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, David.
Happy Cute, no.
Oh, my goodness, no.
And this is, of course, the scary, sad.
Oh, this is so scary.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's not something we would have bought for ourselves, but the Zombie Gnome Defense Guide, just in case you've ever seen Shaun of the Dead.
Show the background. Do the day and night. Do the day.
Hold on.
The nighttime. Yeah.
There's nighttime. Are you scared yet? Let me get these really
Can
big.
I have the zombie book?
Let me see if I can just do this. Hold on. I can't. Okay. Yeah, here's the book. Why don't you read to us from the
see what it is.
Zombie Defense Guide. Zombie Gnome Defense Guide, sorry. I guess he's from Alaska. But it doesn't, it's not a button you can press where it goes, or brains, or Merry Christmas. It's just a,
Oh, you have to have socks, go-go boots, gloves, knee pads, a tool belt, a big floppy hat, a shovel, a garden hose, trowel, flower pot, wheelbarrow, hoe, rake, and mattock.
What's a mattock?
Gnome proofing your home.
Oh, yeah.
It tells you how to gnome proof your home, so they're raising your zombie. You have to raise them properly.
Of course. Yeah. 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 Because museums are educational. Zombie Gnome Defense Guide. And so all of this, probably about $50 worth of stuff, crammed into this box. So some of it is crap, sure. Some of it is like really fun crap, sure. And some of it is actually useful stuff.
And the thumbtacks are made in Baltimore. I like that.
Yeah. So
that's nice. Although the zombie gnome was kind of creeping me out.
Well, that can be a gift for someone.
Yeah, no, I have a friend who likes gnomes, but not.
No, we
There's
don't.
some people who like zombies and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think these are great gifts.
Remember that guy who was a friend of ours who was a screenwriter? Weren't they like Satanists or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it might be good for him.
Who wants a zombie gnome? I mean, we have friends who like zombie gnomes. That might be cute.
By the way, did I just mention that we had an old friend who was a Satanist? Was he really, or am I getting it wrong?
No, you're right.
He did the six triangle thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sure. He's doing fine. He has kids. He has a corporate job in Wall Street. I don't know. But what did you like best, besides the gift shop, at the Visionary Art Museum in Baltimore?
I like the fact that Wegmans sponsored the cow.
Right, well, explain about the cow.
Icarus. Show the picture.
Oh, yeah, all
My
right.
favorite thing was Icarus, of course.
So one of the reasons that my wife was so drawn to the Visionary Art Museum in Baltimore is that there's this...
I'll show you the picture my friend took. Give me the phone.
All right, okay.
So my friend took this picture, and you'll see the crappy picture I took.
Well, the light was tough. When we went there, it was the middle of the afternoon.
The angle and stuff, let me see.
But dangling from the ceiling
This is the picture she took. And, well, you can't really...
Oh, you can't... Well,
don't... yeah, this is the picture how she took of it. See?
All right, yeah. It's a youngish, naked black man hanging from the ceiling, like, as, the kid was too close to the sun, burned his wings, the wax, and all that.
That's the picture she took.
Yeah. The thing that's most disturbing, first of all, he is naked, so if you see the underside, his ass is out there.
No, but the light was hard. It was too sunny when we went.
But what's with the nipples?
I can't see it.
This guy, okay, really well done face, the ears, everything. His nose looks odd there, but check out the nipples on this fella.
Is it a woman?
No, it's oh, well, you can't really.
I can't see it, David.
All right, well, you can probably find that image, a good one, just by Googling. Other people have taken that picture.
And now I'll get into the ones that we took.
But that's a very impressive hanging sculpture that they have at the museum.
That's what made me want to go when I saw that, because, and she was like, "Oh, you got to get there. It'll be great. You know."
Yeah. I mean, so if you're into seeing, naked black man, but you can't really see anything except his tuchus. It's not like it's going to be, whoa, Icarus being flying up to the pole there. No, but it's an impressive sight. That's right in the stairwell. But there's other really cool things at the museum. There's a pink poodle.
Here you go.
I guess we can go through some of these here. So this is...
You like the whirligigs. That was the big... Oh, show them the cow from Wegmans, too.
Or let me go through these things one at a time. So this is the guy who was the visionary who helped create and fund the art museum. Nice Jewish guy. And That's him in black and white on this side, me next to him.
And that's you with the shirt everyone loved.
There's his master planner, James Rouse. So he made his money just mapping out cities. These are world's first family of robots from the recycled family. There we are. And there's the box we just bought. So that must have been in the museum gift shop too, wasn't it?
What? Show
This
me.
picture.
No.
So how am I holding the box already?
Afterward, you bought it.
Oh, I bought it. We
had to
carried
carry
it.
with
Oh.
us. We couldn't leave
Should have
it.
gone to the gift shop after the. Yeah. And then, because this is Baltimore, and you can't get too far away, I mean, it is astonishing how John Waters is so mainstream. Of all, and not just his crybaby, lady hairspray thing, serial mom things, but the most outrageous underground films that he did are now part of the Baltimore Art Museum, the Baltimore Visionary Art Museum. So this is divine. There's also a photo there.
You keep going, you'll see it.
A big photo. Did we take a picture of Edith Massey?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I took pictures of everything you told me.
I hope you did. Yes. These are the big giant poodles made of something like crepe paper
There was
or.
some sort of parade where they were part of. We just don't know the context.
Oh yeah. I think that every year they have some kind of weird kinetic art parade. Oh, here's a painting of Edith the Egg Lady Massey.
They're so cute.
Thank you. There's also a big photograph of her, which is kind of amazing. I don't know if we took that, but this is a painting of Edith Massey from the early John Waters films. Speaking of eggs, here's a giant egg. This is outside in the courtyard. And then kind of a fun sculpture there. Again, the sculpture is over there on my right. And that's me on the left. And let's see who else.
This is a delay, so that's why I'm looking.
Oh, sure. And then what my wife was mentioning is the cow. There's an exhibit there of tapestries, or what do they call them? Needlepoint?
Needlepoint, yeah.
By this woman, Esther Krinitz, who was
Make it bigger, honey.
a Holocaust survivor. She lived well after the Holocaust. She lived, I think, into like the 2000s or something, or the 1990s. And she did all these needlepoints long after she got out of the camp. Or I don't know if she was in a prison camp, not a concentration camp in Poland. And she did these works depicting her daily life. Yeah. It isn't about gas chambers. It isn't about anything. It's just about Nazi officers.
Gas chamber picture.
I don't remember that one. Yeah. I don't remember that one.
You took your head near it. Your picture of your head near it.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It's right. You're literally right there. This is one of her needle points. And I purposely smiled next to it. So these are Capo and Gestapo standing around. And you can see right by my head. You're right. There it is. God, look how oily my head looks.
It's from carrying the box.
Look, thousands of dead Jews, who cares? But look at my scalp. So she depicted, I guess she did depict the awfulness of it, but her needlepoints weren't about death and destruction and murder and torture. There's this wonderful story she tells about, like, some Nazi officers were kind of starting to hassle her about something, and suddenly out of nowhere a swarm of bees happened and started pestering the Nazi officers, and they started swatting themselves and moved away, and that allowed her and her friend to kind of clear off, which is kind of neat. So, and yes, she did a bit about Jewish lives, like circa 1939, 1940. This is, again, done many years later, but this was the idea of life back then when it was still going on, in a manner of speaking. So kind of cool stuff. And then the, I guess we didn't take any of the mechanical things. We just played with them.
Yeah.
But
they were behind glass, honey. It would be hard to, like, double.
Because the really fun stuff is in this other building where it's Rube Goldberg sort of idea. You turn the levers and the cranks, and the sculptures, the little tiny, small sculptures kind of move, and they move their knees, and they can play pound on a typewriter.
Flying.
Yeah, and they were just so cute and so fun, because you're not just saying, no, that's a cute little thing that they make. Oh, no, turn the lever. They move. The joints move. The wings fly. It's so much fun and so cool at the American Museum of Visionary Art, or Visionary Art Museum in Baltimore. Plus, we've got the gift shop. Just a really unexpectedly fun and lovely time. Mm-hmm. And again, I was reminded of my age, because that's the moment when, it's like, okay, four adults, please.
I said it because it's $3 off. That was the gift shop.
Yeah. I didn't think of it. I was like, because we had guests, and I wasn't going to handle about money. And then, because I was thinking, well, I'm AAA, and we're AARP, and, do we get this? Do we get it? And she's like, well, you're senior. I'm like, yeah, I'm 61. And she's okay. And $3 off my ticket. I'm like, yeah, I'm aged. It's becoming worthwhile. So that was cool too. Yeah, so all in all, a fun day. We went for ice cream. After that, a pretty good ice cream.
It was blueberry pie and graham cracker.
Yeah. Local ice cream, which I love the idea that it was a local Baltimore-owned.
It began with a T. I'm going to look it up.
Do you remember what it was called? It was part of the food court.
Local Baltimore Ice Cream Company, beginning with a T. Takara Brothers, this one.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Here.
That looks like it, doesn't it?
I'm going to give you find our story.
I purposely went for kind of a different ice cream than I would normally get. So it was like this fruit swirl thing that was very nice. It was closer to pie. It was like a blueberry or maybe raspberry pie sort of thing. And then a honey graham. Just wanted to try something new. And you really cannot go wrong with ice cream. I think I've said this before. You can put antifreeze.
It says here they well known for serving unique flavors in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Honey graham and all this stuff is widely known for social mission, creating a profitable, impactful business. Operated by young adults from Baltimore's troubled neighborhoods.
Cool.
That's nice.
And I certainly am all for supporting troubled neighborhoods if they've got a business, and a business that's serving ice cream.
The kid who sold stuff was really nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was great. Our
story is a video. It's like...
Oh.
The story here. Let's hear.
Yeah, let's hear. Or I can show it.
The idea of being an owner is that every time I leave my house every morning, I tell my girlfriend, 200%. Every day, 200%. And that's what it takes to be an owner, 200%.
I'm happy that we're achieving the things we set as our goal. I keep pushing, and I hope to influence other young guys like myself to keep becoming better no matter what.
It's a dream come true to become an owner. It's just good to see that you can work hard and believe in something and see it come to fruition. It doesn't happen often, and it's just good to be a part of it.
Growing up, I always wanted these dreams, but I never necessarily seen them happen close to me. But it just makes me feel even better that we're here now.
Having 6 owners is amazing. Had the goal of employee ownership.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that was delicious.
It was good ice cream, fairly priced, and really hit the spot on a kind of a hot, also rainy day.
I want to see if we can find the flavors. They were really...
Well, they mentioned honey graham. I think that might have been the one that
was good.
Yeah.
Delivery. Let's do... Oh, look, even Uber Eats local delivery. Let's see.
Nationwide shipping.
Black cherry chunk, caramel crunch, chocolate love, cookie dough, cookies and coffee, cup of joe, honey graham. That's the one. It was really good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Keep your head up. I don't know what that is. Key lime pie, matcha mochi, mint flicks and chills, which is mint, a non-dairy chocolate, non-dairy key lime pie. We had a
cake, like it was a special new flavor so it might not be on there, but it was okay. It was good. It was very good.
The cake won the best, yeah.
So yeah, a splendid time was guaranteed for all on our day in Baltimore.
This is the one we had. Keep your head up. It was vanilla ice cream with blackberry sauce, oatmeal crisp, and a version of blackberry crumble. That was my favorite.
That was it. Yeah, it was good.
That was my favorite. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lovely. Oh, I want to see you on Facebook. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, please. So That's my phone. I got your phone here.
No, but I put you on Facebook and I watch, so I make sure you're showing.
Am I still there? Am I live?
All I see is you with the googly eyes.
Yeah, well, so, by the way, you're watching Dave's Gone By with me, Dave Lefkowitz, my wonderful, adorable wife. Can you believe I was worried that this show would go really, really short? Because we don't have a guest, a live special guest or a tape special guest on this episode of the show. So I wanted to lard it with other things that we could talk about and do. And here we are, we're an hour and a half in. And we haven't even started the show yet.
We also have 2 yard sales to attend.
Yes. So we'll get to them on time today. But we do have a couple of things that we are going to do officially on this 993rd episode of the Dave's Gone By show. And by the way, it's August 2nd, 2025. I'm Dave Lefkowitz, that is my wonderful wife, and several potatoes are with us today. This is a very exciting thing. Okay, who else is with us? Ketchup is with us, wearing his bling. Okay, let me tell you what's going to be on this program. So as ever, we have Greeley Times, because my wife and I lived in northern Colorado for about 13 years. And while we were there, the newspaper, of course, yeah, they're hungry. Hold on. They haven't seen each other in so long. He's the rich cousin. So Greeley Times has to do with phone calls that come into the Greeley and Weld County Police Department. The funniest ones go into the newspaper every week, the Greeley Tribune. As a matter of fact, let me play our new theme song, courtesy of the guy who sings songs about cities and towns. We call this segment Greeley Times.
Greeley, Colorado, oh my goodness, what a wonderful city, oh yeah. Greeley is a wonderful city located in northern Colorado, 49 miles northeast of Denver. Oh yeah, it's such a great city, I love to go to Greeley.
So, later on in this episode, towards the end of the episode, I'm going to do a big farewell segment to the late, great Tom Lehrer. This guy's the opposite of Tom Lehrer. Tom Lehrer, every single word, kind of Sondheimian, of like, is it the right word in the right place? Does it rhyme? Does it hold the scan? How's the meter? Is it funny? Is it the funniest line? This guy we just played is like, I'm going to open up Wikipedia and start singing. Greeley, Colorado, it's a town! It's got people!
He reminds me of the guy who does the street busking.
There's a little bit of Art Paul Schlosser in him, yeah. Anyway.
That's the phone.
Pig phone. Our first call from Greeley Times is coming to us from an unknown address. Okay, what's the deal?
I'm going to shoot a bunny at Jordan.
Okay. Oh, go ahead and do it, because all the slops have pretty much come down. Here comes a flying wabbit, courtesy of my wonderful wife. Here we go. Yeah! Bravissima. Do the other one.
You just do talking.
So a caller at an unknown address said his wife's boyfriend had been making threats to him.
Oh, it fell.
Oh, there we go. There you go. Oh, that fell too. I guess they're not like the slush. They just go and they.
I guess it's not sticky enough. Yeah.
So, again, clock this. Mm-hmm. His wife's boyfriend, not ex-wife's, but his wife's boyfriend, had been making threats to him because he wanted his wife to come home from the boyfriend's house in Loveland.
Wow.
Love is complicated, ladies and gentlemen. It just is. Ooh. It's the comb phone.
Oh.
Is anybody a comb? A caller at Sanborn Park said that he was at the fishing derby and someone reeled in a set of keys. The caller was wondering if they belonged to one of the vehicles that had recently been pulled out of the lake.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
This does not sound like a good lake.
Oh, I just saw that they pulled a car out of Inner Harbor. They've been
we
missing
saw
like
that, yeah.
2012 or something. It's like, you know, if it was a Subaru, it would still run.
Here, take the frog phone.
Oh, okay. I was going to do the stereo ball phone, but that'll wait. Here we go. Hello. Hello. Oh. Yeah. What do you mean you told me so? A caller at 59th Avenue said that a man was walking down the street with a gun strapped to his leg. Police, what do you think the police told the caller?
Oh, it was a cop.
No. Colorado.
Yeah.
Police told the caller that open carry is legal in Colorado. The man was not breaking any laws. Think about that. Whoa. Wow. I guess so. You know, I'm trying to think of other things that would be fun to carry around Colorado that would be legal and would make me like a Japanese geisha sword.
Some water?
Excuse me.
Want some
I'm okay. I get this water.
Yeah.
This is water.
Oh, you know, this is seltzer, might help. You want a little?
I'm okay. I just need to grease the throat up. Thank you, though. But yeah, I mean, like walk down with a live chicken strapped to your leg, just because. You know? All right, here.
Okay, someone doesn't like that.
Oh, the chicken phone. A caller at an unknown address. Those are always, you know, like said that a man with face tattoos was leaning out the window of a vehicle and yelling at kids. Was he in a van down by the river? Hey kids, don't be like me. Oh. Sacred ketchup phone. A caller, where are you? Oh, appropriately enough, at a restaurant on 9th Street, said someone had gone into the bathroom and had been there for more than an hour. So the one thing we can tell is that the restaurant was not Taco Bell, because the Taco Bell employee would be, only an hour?
No, but even at the place where I went to the medical facility, someone had gotten sick in that bathroom.
Oh yeah.
So people do, maybe they ate something that they had an allergy to and they were getting ill. I mean, it's
yeah, but as ill as I've ever been, I've never stayed in the bathroom.
The person passed out. Maybe they were watching Netflix.
That could be, or they're on the phone. They're just like talking to someone.
I bet you they think the person got in.
Oh, I'm sure the people outside the bathroom, but any number of excuses.
But I'll tell you, I was in one of the places we go for breakfast, like a bagel place.
Yeah.
And the guy was in there a long time, and I waited just because I need to wee.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go in because he left the bathroom a mess.
There was poop doing.
It was just horrific. So,
oh.
Yeah. So I mean, it happens where people.
Yeah.
I think one time I was in Starbucks near school. And a girl went in there and just used the bathroom. So I think sometimes people, maybe they live with other people, they want privacy in the bathroom, so I don't know, but people do, yeah.
Yeah. As I said, like that story from a few weeks ago when the Orthodox guy was in the airplane bathroom.
They thought too long.
Yeah, it was in there for more than 20 minutes. The pilot was like, get out.
No,
he didn't get out.
I went in the ladies' room in the women's bathroom, and I saw two girls doing the private thing. I was like, whoa, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that back in the day, back in the 1950s, a bunch of guys would go into a bathroom, and in like the school, and they weren't there to do anything terrible or naughty, but they would have a tape recorder, and it's like, let's practice, and it'd be like,
but I guess the word.
The acoustics were. Oh, we have a call.
Wait, we got some friends coming in.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one. Okay, chicken phone.
Wait, you got a bunch of them there.
Stereo chicken phone. I can't. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, almost chicken phone. Here, the chickens are flying. Oh, okay. I can't. I'm not Brett Favre here. All right. Oh, all right. Here we go. Chicken phone. A caller on 21st Street said, a bat. Well, I don't say a bat, but he's trying to appear like a bat.
Oh, okay, I see. He's orange. I mean, yellow. Oh no, get the zombie.
Oh, that's right, the zombie gnome. Here we go. Oh no. A zombie bat, no, just a regular bat, was roosting under a tree and acting strange. A bat was roosting under a tree, acting
because they're not
strange.
supposed to be out during the day, right? They're nocturnal.
Yeah. Even stranger, a rooster was batting under a tree, so it's kind of a...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I have seen bats in the daytime. I saw one in Colorado. It was like on the side of a thing. Yeah.
In Colorado, they closed down the university, like the little repair area, because there were bats in there, and they didn't know if they had.
Maybe. Oh, sure. Of course. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't the brightest university. There were baseball bats. So it was... Oh. Now I get to use the ball phone.
They're so cute. They're very cute. They look like I don't know what.
Well, they got these weird...
They look like Yeti, but they're supposed to be snowballs.
I noticed the faces aren't exactly the same. They have different expressions.
They're unique.
Should I use them now? No, not Yeti. I'll use the laser phone. Hello, is this laser?
Don't shoot it. It makes the sound. It's different ones. Listen. Not toward your ear. Not toward your ear.
I can still actually hear it in my deaf ear. What?
Another one.
Oh, it makes different ones.
Another one.
Cool.
Another one.
Hold on.
No, not toward your eye.
It makes a lot of noises. Cool.
Try another one.
This is cooler than I thought.
Try another one.
It's like static on CBS back in the day. 4 a.m. We're off the air.
Last one.
Ooh.
Nice.
This is a very cool thing. Okay.
There's another red one somewhere.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Laser gun. Oh, and this is going to be so incredibly appropriate when I tell you what we're going to do on StoryTime with Rabbi Sol Solomon soon.
Okay.
So it's going to be absolutely the perfect right thing. Did you find, we found the other gun? Here we go. Here, you make noise. It won't be like...
Oh, this one's quiet. Listen.
Oh, whoa,
Listen,
this one's not.
I can't hear this one. I don't hear this one.
Oh, that's sad. Well, no, it's making very, very... You hear it at all?
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Really, this is the quiet
Oh.
one. That's the extroverted. This is the introverted one.
Yeah, this one's major.
What about here? And I can do it with this. Let's see.
She has a baby megaphone, by the way, here.
Oh, it's a voice changer. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm fine.
How you doing?
Cool. Very cool. All right, let's do
changer.
Yeah, let's do the next one on this. So I have to press
No,
it.
just talk.
Oh, just talk. No. So this thing's... Oh, I got to press that thing. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's see, our next one. A caller. A caller at a park on 48th Avenue. Can you understand what I'm saying? Said a man hiding behind a tree signaled the caller's children over and handed them a bag of drugs.
That's a sharing part.
It's the drug man, ladies and gentlemen. The kids did not take them.
David, do it here.
Heroin. Mescaline. Tramadol. Listen, it's the local neighborhood drug man, ladies and gentlemen. Well, at least he's out there, being legit with what he's selling, as opposed to luring them into an ice cream truck, ostensibly for ice cream, and making them do something else. At least he has the courage of his convictions, especially when he gets convicted.
That thing will never shut up now. It will never shut up.
Jesus Christ. And nothing's pulling down on the thing, right? It's just... Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Here's another one. We're doing Greeley times, by the way. A caller. Oh, more chicken. Oh, careful. Sorry.
Chicken. Here.
Whoa, hold on. I got him. I got this one. A caller. One more. Perfect.
Okay.
A caller at a convenience store on 20th Street said that a man was outside bothering customers, telling everyone who walked by that he couldn't get on his bicycle. It's like, I want to ride my bicycle, I want to, but I can't. I want to ride my bicycle, I want to. Nothing rhymes with can't. I guess I shan't.
Well, maybe he wanted a lift.
Oh, well.
I can't get on my bicycle.
Bicycle, therefore.
Take me home or something, right? Drive me somewhere.
Or carry me on your shoulders somewhere. Yeah, that kind of thing. All right, let's do an elsewhere or two. So even though these are all from the Greeley Tribune and the, and thank you, by the way, to Chris Boland, who puts all these together in the Trib, but we also throw in one or two stories that are not from Colorado. They can be from anywhere else in the world. They're just funny, ridiculous, true things that were reported on, if you believe mainstream media, reported on in the news over the past couple of weeks. So, for example, our first elsewhere story comes to us from, let's see. I'll do two of the three of these.
From where?
Well, this first one is from Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Oh.
It's an AP, Associated Press story. Forget Hedwig and the Angry Inch's wig in a box. We have head in a box. It's not lunchtime yet. So this may turn your tummy a little bit.
Is it like a really, oh God.
It's pretty horrible. 2 funeral homes allegedly gave grieving parents their deceased son's brain in a box.
Why?
Apparently a mistake. The box.
Yeah, apparently a mistake. I think so.
This is. I think it's okay. The box began to smell, leak into their car, and got on their father's hands when he moved it.
Oh, God.
According to an updated lawsuit filed last week. Lawrence Butler, the father, said he was overwhelmed. I got in my car and I smelled death, he cried. I guess he's never been in an elevator with me when I farted. But what happened was, his son, Timothy Garlington, died in 2023. His remains were shipped from one funeral home in Georgia to another in Pennsylvania. Tim's belongings included a white cardboard box, and inside that, a red unlabeled box. Nick's and Nick's Funeral Homes in Philadelphia said it couldn't open the red box.
Why not?
They're
not allowed to?
No, I don't know where that. You lose your letter opener.
I mean, I would think they were pretty good at opening stuff. Yeah.
And they couldn't find their brain peeler that day. It was just so they couldn't open the box.
But wouldn't it be labeled like
brain?
No, like a human problem.
Yes, of course.
I don't understand this.
Wouldn't it be in like a styrofoam cold something?
Or it would say like it had a biohazard. That's
we've had baby live frogs shipped to us. I've shipped chocolate in the summer.
They were more marked.
Yeah. So here it's just like, what can we do with the red? Put in a box.
Put in a red box.
Double box it. We put in a white box around the red box. So they gave it
to the parents. Oh my God.
So what happens is Tim's belongings. So the funeral home in Georgia shipped it to Pennsylvania. Nick's and Nick's funeral homes in Philly couldn't open the box, so they gave it to the father. He picked it up and he got his dead kid's brain matter all over his hands.
God. I would vomit. Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh yeah. Several days later, the red box, which was in the butler's car, began to smell and leak fluid.
Why would they leave it in the car?
There's some. I may have
condensed.
Yeah, some of the things that were in the story here. I'm making it a little hard to understand. But when Lawrence Butler picked it up, the fluid covered his hands, which was brain matter. It's insane. Stewart said, that's the dad. He and his wife called the original funeral home in Georgia insane in the membrane. No, insane in the brain. Insane out of the brain. The funeral home in Georgia admitted it made a mistake. To them, not legally. When they called the funeral home in Georgia, they were told it was Garlington's brain and some mistake had been made, Stewart said. The Butlers returned the box to Nick's and also sold the car. Did I have to put that in the red book? Or the blue book, whatever?
I'm sorry. Like, you got to tell somebody when you sell a car what happened there, yeah.
Oh, look, it's a Honda Civic. Very little, the back seat.
They probably traded it in.
I guess. The Butlers are suing both funeral homes for negligence and inflicting emotional distress, and it is likely somebody's going to lose his job. That's okay. I'm sure they're using a headhunter. And I'm sure the family's not going to pay, or it's not going to reimburse the funeral home. They're just going to pay them no mind. I'm just getting ahead on this one. Yeah, okay. So we're doing Greeley Times. Let's do one more elsewhere, because this actually just happened yesterday, and it's close to us. It's actually involves I-83. This story comes to us from Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, as reported by a lot of places, including Fox 93 News. Interstate 83 in southern York County, PA, made for a bad morning commute last Tuesday, when a tractor trailer carrying more than 1,000 pounds of frozen hot dogs crashed.
We had a hot dog truck, didn't we?
We never did have Wait, we used to have an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I have no idea where that went.
Where did that go?
I haven't seen that in ages.
I don't know. I don't want to get the ice cream truck going. Let me look.
Did I take Poopy? Poopy could serve as the hot dog. Where is he? Pooey.
Here, I'll look for the...
Here he is.
What is it, the ice cream truck? We must have it somewhere.
Don't go. I mean, you start going through those boxes, it's going to be a madhouse. And the bottom ones are all the zero things anyway. So.
But this is not here.
Maybe. I haven't seen it in a very long time though. We used to have those little tiny Oscar Mayer hot dog weenie trucks, like the thing. It was a wonderful thing.
Oh goodness.
Could it be in there? Maybe. No. This is the life I lead. It's a life of things making silly noises, myself included.
I don't see it.
Yeah, we'll have to tear the house apart.
One more. So there's two more actually we could look in here.
Oh, I hope it's there somewhere.
Oh, you have the salt and pepper. I didn't realize you had stocks. You have a bunch of pigs, frog. You have who farted.
Oh, of course I do. Nah, it's all right. It's all right. Well, anyway, but yeah, this you may have read about it, especially if you're in our area. Right on I-83, a tractor trailer had a 3-vehicle accident, and it spilled more than 1,000 pounds of frozen hot dogs all over the road. And they had, of course, because they're greasy and slimy when they're starting to melt, and they had to literally close off and back up traffic for hours. 4 people were taken to local hospitals in the accident that also caused hours of delays.
Wow.
Said one driver, quote,
What happened that people got hurt? They slipped on the hot dog?
well, the crash
Oh, it was a crash.
happened, and then the crash sent the hot dogs going. Yeah, there's only losers in this story. There's no wieners. Okay. Said one driver, quote, we all came to a dead stop, and I wondered what was going on. Then I saw emergency vehicles and hot dogs all over the road. The dogs have been disposed of. As for the dogs, officials say they've been, as I said, disposed of.
Did you read this today?
I did. I will.
Why is it here?
Oh, because I've got to put that back when I'm through with the.
But you need this one?
No. Oh, I'll need it to put the stuff back in that I took out. It's on the table. So, wow, I didn't edit these very well at all.
What?
The image of thousands of frozen franks scattered across I-83 is something these drivers won't forget anytime soon.
Oh no! No, but look, their ice cream truck started again.
But this is kind of cool. From penlive.com. Of course, local newspapers are having fun with this. The headline was, "Drivers Never Sausage a Crash as Thousands of Hot Dogs Cover I-83." I guess that means this is a worst case scenario. Oh, my friends, we are doing Greeley Times, ladies and gentlemen, on this 993rd edition of Dave's Gone By Live on this Saturday, August 2nd, 2025. I'm Dave Lefkowitz. That's my wonderful, amazing wife. And we'll just shut the door on that hot dog story. Thank you. Let's do one or two more Greeley Times, and then we'll get to story time with Rabbi Sol. We also have a Colorado Limerick of the Damned for you. I think I might do a Dave's Big Dictionary, depending on my throat, my energy. So, yeah.
I don't know where the thing is to write it, but you could just say it.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't forget, we also have our Tom Lehrer tribute later in the show.
Sad.
So,
Sad, honey.
oh yeah. Anyway, one or two more of the Greeley Times for you on this Saturday. Doing Greeley Times. Where are they? Here we go. Courtesy of Cop Log in the Greeley Tribune. Let's get to the poo phone. A caller at Walmart on 47th Avenue. This is in northern Colorado. Now I lost it.
A caller at Walmart.
Yeah, reported a man walking around near the fuel pumps, yelling at himself and throwing things at vehicles.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess Andrew Cuomo still hasn't gotten over the primary at this point.
The price of gas is still high.
So that actually was funnier when I made that line 3 weeks ago. But anyway, yeah, we have a bit of a backlog on the Greeley Times items. And then we have one or two more. Let me get back to the laser phone. Oh, wow, that was loud. A caller at an unknown address said his ex-wife picked up their son to take him out to lunch. But when he checked their location, the caller saw that they were heading to Wyoming.
Oh my God, that's not good.
You know what? It could be perfectly...
Oh, they're going to Little America.
They're going to Little America. They're still there. They're waiting for their check.
They don't know how to use the gift card.
That's our old in-joke, because we ate there once, and it took literally an hour and a half for them to get the check for us. It was idiotic. But the food was really good. Anywho, one more. This one from the catch-up phone. A caller on 10th Street reported hearing a crash.
Where's the... Oh.
Then reported seeing a woman running from the scene after hitting 3 parked cars.
Go for it, girl.
3? I mean, I understand crash, boom, but 3 parked cars. That takes some doing, ladies and gentlemen. That's impressive, I have to say. I hope you have been duly impressed by this episode, or this segment of Dave's Gone By, our Greeley Times segment here on Dave's Gone By.
Mr. Horace Greeley was no fool. I'm sure that you'll agree with me that Greeley was no fool.
What he is getting at is that Mr. Greeley was no fool.
Yippee-yi!
Yippee-yi, 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 yi-yi, yippee-yi, yippee-yi, yippee-yi.
All right, my friends, you are watching Dave's Gone By with me, Dave Lefkowitz. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're not done yet. I mean, we're 2 hours into the show. There's another hour left of this episode, as there are of every show that we do, 9 to noonish on Saturdays, live on this Facebook page. And remember, let's say you can't stay for the whole episode. You want to hear more. You want to hear our story time, which is going to be amazing today. We want to hear our Colorado Limerick. You want to hear some other stuff that we'll banter about. It's okay. It's okay. You can go, because the shows are saved. They're archived. You can watch them, at least for a little while, on Facebook. They stay for a couple of weeks, and then Facebook is now deleting them. Thank you, Facebook. But we also archive every program on davesgoneby.com. From our very first one, back in 2002, all the way to last week's, We've missed only 1 or 2 shows because of technical difficulties. Every show is there, right? The first 15, 17 years were audio only because we're a radio program. The rest are video. We've got them. They're free. You can watch them anytime. Enjoy. And if for some reason my website is a little slow or it's down, or you prefer to support archive.org, the same interviews, the same complete episodes are available as on davesgoneby.com and our channel on archive.org. So check either one of them out. Sometimes archive.org will have even a better, higher quality recording because we can upload like more bits and bytes and kilobytes there, whatever. So, but either one, it's the same stuff. Plus, if you can't sit around and watch the show or the full show, maybe you just want to listen. Maybe you want to hear my brilliant comic ramblings week after week, but you just can't put aside, you're sitting at your son's softball game or your daughter's softball game, or maybe you're at the gynecologist and your daughter wants to grow some softballs. You can be in the waiting room listening to the program on your iPad or iPod or whatever device by going to castbox.fm. Castbox.fm. It's downloadable audio only of every program that we've ever done. So just look for Dave's Gone By on castbox.fm. We also have our YouTube channel with most of our material, except for the stuff that has been blocked because of ASCAP, BMI rights of music that we played, which we'll actually be literally talking about later in the program when we talk about Tom Lehrer. And so we do have a YouTube channel, Dave's Gone By. Lots of places to get the same content, but your first stop should either be this Facebook page or davesgoneby.com. Remember, I also have a Twitter feed, Radio Dave 2. We also have an Instagram page, David Lefkowitz. We also have we're on Blue Sky, we're on X. It's the same stuff. davesgoneby.com is your best starting point. Anyway, it is not quite 10 after 11 Eastern time in the Daverhood. Time, it is Sabbath, it is Shabbos. It is time to get a little bit Jewish because, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you. One of the segments we've been doing for many years now is called StoryTime. And it has to do with taking material that somebody else has written, a children's book, a non-children's book, and reading it to you, sometimes goofing on it, sometimes not, but just having a moment of, the wonderful thing. I love audio books now. I'm really into them. So consider this program for a little time your audio book so that you don't actually have to lie down or sit down and read and tax your eyeballs. No, just tax your ears as we read to you from a book. And oh my gosh, what a book we have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to read the beginning passages of... It's not fan fiction. This is real, actual, sanctioned fiction. Spock Messiah, a Star Trek novel. Swear to God, Spock Messiah, a Star Trek novel by Theodore R. Cogswell and Charles A. Spano Jr. This is the ultra-powered novel of a telepathic space terror. So... let me tell you a little bit about this book before we read from Rabbi Sol Solomon. We'll do it because, hey, he saw Messiah in the title. He was like, wait a minute, there's only one Messiah, and we're still waiting for him. But no, perhaps it really is Dr. Spock. Not Dr. the other, Mr. Spock. Is Mr. Spock a doctor on the thing, or
No,
is
he's
he
a
Mr.?
Mr.
He's just a Mr. He doesn't have a PhD.
He might want to be called doctor just because he's fancy. But...
So according to Wikipedia, a review published by Science Fiction and Fantasy Book Review back in 1976 called the action far-fetched and described the plot as, quote, Spocksploitation. Okay. In 2011, a contributor to the Daily Cause website called Spock Messiah the single worst Star Trek story I have ever read, either fan fiction or pro. It's that bad, allegedly. ladies and gentlemen. Noted issues with the storytelling in the book and apparently include racism, because Uhuru is called the Black.
What? Uhuru? Oh, God. Who wrote this?
And Sulu the Oriental.
Oh, God.
Characters' appearances are altered. Scotty is described as having red hair. Well, considering when Star Trek was on the air, most people had black and white TV sets anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And ignoring technology present already in the television version of the Enterprise. The book, it said, isn't just bad, it's shamefully bad. However, the co-author, Charles A. Spano Jr., noted in Voyages of the Imagination that Spock Messiah's publication and eventual sales success validated Frederick Pohl's theory. Pohl was a science fiction writer and editor. He was an editor of Bantam Books. I actually knew the guy. I worked at a literary agency and he used to call in all the time. It was his theory that there was a hunger for original Star Trek novels, and he said he is proud to have a small part in the expanding Star Trek universe. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do not get to read this because, again, since there is a messianic element to this book, and because Rabbi Sol Solomon decries and hates everything connected with Messianic Judaism, which this is not, I thought I would get the Jewish Rabbi Sol Solomon to read part of Spock Messiah to you. He'll be using these glasses because he needs to see. But let's get his music going. This is the one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Sol Solomon reading to you from Spock Messiah. Shalom, goddammit! This is your old pal, Rabbi Sol Solomon. Ooh, I've got the tin foil on my head. I'm ready, ladies and gentlemen, ready to have fun with you because we're reading today. And because I am, of course, Jewish, we will be reading this book, but it'll be right to left. Anywho, it's called... Oh, that's right! Even though I'm a Yisrael and not a Kohen, I can do the special... Ooh... Look at this, look at it. Ooh, it's what Spock used to do on the old Star Trek because he would do, live long and prosper. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the thumbs. Maybe do it like this. Still the thumb. There we go. So this is how all the Star Trek actors got arthritis doing this. But, live long, prosper, and listen up because we have a book, my friends. A book called Spock Messiah. That came out of the golden age of the Star Trek era. It's a book by Theodore Cogswell and Charles A. Spano Jr., the ultra-powered novel of a telepathic space terror. It's called the Palestinians. But anywho, let's read a bit from Spock Messiah, A Death Dance in Deep Space, my friends. Originally written in 1976. I don't know if it was ever reprinted. It might have been. It was apparently a very popular book. Like a very well-received book. But then again, Trekkies and the people who would read books like this or bother to read books like this are probably so anal about everything that happened on the Star Trek deck that even one little, the uniform, the color is aqua tint marine this, it wasn't, who knows? Wait, what the hell's wrong with my payas here? Let me get that in there. That's better. Let me get this in here. This is better. I can't read without my payas in the right direction. There we go. Okay. Let us begin. Spock, Mashiach, Captain's log. And he usually did a good, nice sized log every morning. Stardate 6720.8. Remember, no, don't bother remember that. This is our 8th day in orbit around the Class M planet Kairos, as opposed to Ethos, Pathos, and Logos. Dr. McCoy has reported that initial trials of the Telescan cephalic implants, devised by Starfleet Cultural Survey Bureau, have been generally successful. Oi, mazel tov. Though some survey team members complained of disorientation on first being linked with the Kairosian mines, Dr. McCoy is confident that once each team member realizes he can consciously control the feelings of personality intrusion caused by the link, present complaints of feeling like two different people simultaneously will cease. Successful completion of our mission on Kairos will mean the acceptance of the Telescan implant as a routine survey tool. Essentially, it is the 1976 version of the colonoscopy, my friends. Captain James T. Kirk, Jewish. William Shatner, Jewish. Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the United Starship Enterprise, pressed his forefinger against a button on the log computer's control panel, shutting it off. He yawned and stretched, because he probably had sex with a hot alien the night before. The survey team had been beamed down for its 3rd day on Kairos early that morning, while he was still asleep. His watch had been strictly routine and a bit boring. He was looking forward to a long drink, a good meal, and an hour or so of solitude before the debriefing later that evening. And by debriefing, I mean taking his pants off when he's with another hot alien, when the survey team was beamed up for the night. He leaned back in his thickly padded black command chair and gazed around the bridge of the great starship, nodding his approval at the quiet efficiency with which the bridge crew went about the complex and demanding business of running the Enterprise. You know what? So far, so good. So far, this is ticking all the boxes of what you would expect from a novel about, a sci-fi ship on TV. The bridge was a circular chamber located on the top deck of the huge, saucer-shaped, detachable primary hull, and began to his left with the main engineering console, currently manned by Lieutenant Commander Montgomery Scott, Scotty to you, or to the paper towels, and continued around to the ship's environmental control console, engineering subsystems monitor station, the visual display monitor, a viewing screen which could show any part of the ship's exterior, but which now showed cloud-wreathed Kairos turning in its orbit some 1,600 kilometers below. Then, this is all one sentence, this is like Ulysses here. Then on to the Defense Subsystems Monitor, Defense and Weapons Console, Navigation, Main Computer, and Science Station, now manned by the second Science Officer, Lieutenant Commander Hellman. And lastly, Communications, where Lieutenant Uhura, a lovely woman of Bantu descent, that's not calling her the black, they said that there were racist implications in the thing. This is very nice. A lovely woman of Bantu descent was setting up another scanning program for the normal light and infrared cameras trained on Kairos. Directly in front of Kirk was a double console containing the navigator station on the right and the helmsman's on the left. Didn't they just say that? I don't know. Kirk raised his brown eyes from the twin console and studied the view of Kairos on the visual monitor, as opposed to, not sure what other kind of monitor there would be. As he watched the television image, he heard the turbo lift's doors hiss open behind him. Navigator Vitali and helmsman Schaffer swiveled in their seats and nodded to the entering officers. So he's setting the scene. He's going to say, if you've never seen Star Trek before, you would not be reading this book. But, he's saying, okay, let's put us in the ship. We want to imagine the ship. There it is. Kirk turned and waved a greeting at the approaching pair. Lieutenant Sulu, began one. Ensign Chekhov, chimed in the other. Reporting for duty, sir. He said duty. They finished simultaneously. I guess they were having fun the night before, too. Kirk smiled. Carry on, gentlemen, and a good evening to you both. The two officers, Lieutenant Sulu, an Oriental, it was 1976, an Oriental of mixed ancestry but with Japanese predominating, born on Alpha Mensa 5, and Ensign Pavel Chekhov, a terrestrial Russian, with bushy black hair and a round, youthful face, took their seats at the combined console in front of the captain, as their off-duty counterparts, and if you've ever had duty counterparts, you have to wipe extra, stood and stretched luxuriously. A long watch, Ensign Schaffer? Kirk asked the young man. Might be Schaefer, which is the one commander to have when you're having more than one. Schaefer nodded and said, aye, sir. He gestured toward the image of Kairos on the monitor screen, pointing at his head, went, aye, sir. The first few days aren't too bad. A new planet's always sort of interesting, but after a while it can be a drag. Jensen quickly added, sir. After a long run out here, just sitting here with nothing to do is pleasant, the female navigator said. Some of the courses I had to plot were a little hairy. Was the female officer plotting a rather hairy course? And did she debilitate? Opening up star routes in an uncharted sector of the galaxy can put wrinkles on a girl. Oh, God. We were lucky, but it was 1976. Come on. We were lucky, Lieutenant Kirk said. Finding life in only the third system we visited was like throwing 10 sevens in a row. Well, said Sulu, a routine 1 on and 2 off schedule. That's kind of like his sex life. With no problems for 300 parsecs is infinitely preferable to spending the rest of your life as, for instance, the plaything of a super powerful alien juvenile delinquent. At this point, there is an asterisk in the text. I kid you not. It's going to be hard to see there, but I'm going to point to it there. There's the asterisk, and there's actually a footnote. The whole thing is fiction, and yet there's a footnote. What is it a footnote to? See The Squire of Gothos, Star Trek II, Bantam Books, 1968. Okay, so I guess that was the juvenile delinquent thing. Small chance of that happening here, Mr. Sulu, Kirk said with a chuckle. The Corrosians have a D+ rating on the Richter cultural scale. At least the city-dwelling lowlanders do. The hill clans are fairly primitive nomadic herdsmen, as far as we have determined, or in local parlance, sheepfuckers. When Spock and the rest of the survey party beam up tonight, we should be able to fill in the blanks. But you can relax, Sulu. We picked up enough to know that there's nothing down there that's a threat to the Enterprise. You ever heard the phrase famous last words? As soon as they say that, you should just not say it. You should just think it and then stop yourself from thinking it, because you know the second you think it, something terrible is going to happen. In that case, sir, Schaefer said, Lieutenant Vitali and I are going to devote the first part of the evening to the pursuit of a thick pair of Terran beefsteaks. Turning to the woman, he asked, care to chart a course in that direction, navigator? As the pair stepped up a short flight of stairs, and by the pair, that means Vitali and Schaefer, not a short flight of stairs to the upper part of the deck and entered the turbo lift, Kirk gave the bridge a quick last glance. Everything seems to be in order, Kirk said. Mr. Sulu, you'll take the con this watch, a.k.a. console, or they're conning people into buying this stupid book. He glanced to his left and saw Engineering Officer Scott stretching, everybody's stretching and yawning, scratching themselves, Ready to call it a day, Scotty? The big, bluff, red-haired Scotsman nodded, and his relief, Lieutenant Leslie, slipped into the padded black swivel seat at the console. But, Captain, Scott began in a thick burr, which somehow disappeared completely when he was under stress. All right. Don't know if that actually happened on the show. There's a little nodding wink to the acting there. Do you think it's a good idea to leave the Enterprise in the hands of a sick wee laddie as Sulu? He flicked his left eyelid at Kirk, which is a rather disgusting and painful thing to do. Kirk caught the wink and fell in with the jovial feud between Scott and Sulu, which had been underway ever since the debate over the merits of hot sake as opposed to scotch. As helm officer, Scott added lugubriously, the bairn may be able to hold orbit, getting a proper supervision, of course, but the con now, I think is a bit more a load than those young shoulders can bear. Kirk gave a mock frown. You've a good point there, Scotty. Sulu swung partway around in his seat to gaze in astonishment at the muscular captain who stood staring at him, hands on him. Could this be more homoerotic? I don't know. But if Chekhov could just keep an eye on things, Kirk went on. How about it, Navigator? If Sulu should start pushing the wrong buttons and send the Enterprise out of orbit and into a nosedive, do you think you could show him how to get it back? Chekhov glanced at Sulu, then looked away. Hellman snickered. I'll do my best. I'll do my best, Captain, he said in a Russian accent so thick the last word sounded like Kipton. But would you straighten me out one more? I can't. Would you straighten me out one more time? Do I push the green button for up or the red one? Don't tell him, sir, Scott said. Let him find out the hard way. Laughing, the two officers turned and mounted the stairs to the raised deck, the engineering officer slightly ahead. As they were about to enter the turbo lift, Chekhov leaned forward, studying the screens on his console intently. Here we go. Nothing can go wrong, eh? We need more Calgon. Captain! Kirk swung around. What is it, Mr. Chekhov? The scanners have picked up a radiation front coming toward us on course. Chekhov paused, did some fine-tuning, then continued. On course 114, Mark 31. Intensity reading? Kirk asked levelly. Intensity 2 at the moment, but a narrow scan indicates the beginning of a build-up. We need more Calgon. Kirk stepped briskly to the science console on the raised deck. Mr. Hellman, verify please, he ordered. Now all Starship Commander rather than bantering superior. As Hellman bent over his instruments and turned them into mayonnaise, Scott moved back to the engineering console and began to perform his own operations. Don't even want to know. Moments later, Hellman straightened up and said, something's coming in, all right. Oh, he's got the Russian thing in. How do you read, Mr. Scott? I can verify Chekhov's readings too, but there's nae to worry about. The hull shielding is good to intensity 20. If the front builds up beyond that, I can't do the accent, we can put up the deflector screens. Except for a Novus blast, they'll stop anything long enough for us to leave the vicinity. Mr. Hellman, if you please, Kirk said as he stepped to the science console. His strong fingers moved over the console, the color controls, pressing and switching. He studied the results displayed in a small viewing screen. I thought so, Mr. Hellman. Do you see it? Kirk asked the science officer. I thought that looked a little odd. That's Hellman, not Sulu, but it sounds like Sulu. So sue me. Hellman murmured agreement. Turning, Kirk said, Mr. Sulu, the science scanner's in with the navigation computer. I want a time factor on that. Aye, sir, the officer responded and turned with brisk attention to his console. Kirk remained standing at the science station, but he could see Sulu's slim fingers as opposed to his strong, sausagey fingers. Sulu's slim fingers danced across the double board. Scott followed suit, running a parallel check. I guess it was a check suit. Sulu suddenly let out a low whistle. Problem? Kirk asked. Could be, sir. I'll recheck, Sulu replied. You don't have to, Scott said. My readout checks with yours. His thick, blunt fingers. What is it, the fucking fingers here? Blunt fingers pressed several switches around the spectrograph, and an image of Kairos' sun appeared on the forward visual monitor, blanking out the image of the planet. Kirk looked at the picture and heard Scott mutter, That didn't make sense. Explain, Kirk ordered. He glanced back at the screen as Scott began to talk. That radiation front shows a Doppler shift to the violet, a primary sign of the star going to nova. But your spectrograph shows Kid as quiet and calm as a sleeping babe. It's still a placid G5. Are there any novae or supernovae in this quadrant? Kirk asked Hellman. The science officer replied, frowning, Non-detectable, sir. The only possible candidate is a blue class B. I'm still doing Scottish. God damn it. Blue class B main sequence star about 9 parsecs away. Out of range of our longest range scanners. However, assuming it did blow 30 years ago, the front just reaching us now wouldn't be much beyond .001 because of the square of the distance and all. You need science textbooks for this. It has me worried too, Commander, Kirk said, noting the frown. If we don't know where it is, we can't be sure of which direction to run in order to avoid it. To run, sir? Uhuru asked from the communication console. Remember, she's the Bantu, lovely Bantu woman. It's a possibility right now, Lieutenant, Kirk said. He turned back to study the peaceful spectrograph still on the monitor. All right, gentlemen, keep after it. I want to know as much as possible about that front as we can learn in the shortest possible time. If you haven't licked it by the time Spock and the others beam up, then stop doing sex and get to the monitor. I'll detail him to help you. Kirk's voice took on a small note of worry, if he's feeling up to it. Uhuru spoke up again, concern in her voice. What's wrong with Mr. Spock? Her deep respect for both the captain and the half-human first officer sometimes manifesting itself in a maternal fashion. He's been feeling the effects of his implant a little more strongly than the other. I guess they had transgendering back then. His implant a little more strongly than the others on the survey detail, though he's assured me he can control it, Kirk replied. If he's still acting strangely as he did the night before last, I'll have to order McCoy to remove it. It seems that Mr. Spock's DOP is giving him a real migraine. They dropped the DOP on me here. DOP, Scott asked as he walked from the engineering console to the gap in the rail, which ran around the inner edge of the upper deck. What the devil is a DOP? DOP is from the old German word doppelganger, meaning the ghostly double of a living person. Remember that. Ensign George made it up, Kirk replied. He peered at the monitor screen a final time. I'll be in my quarters until the team is beamed up. Keep on that front and call me if there's any change. He turned to Scott. Coming, Mr. Scott? Repeatedly, Captain. Okay, so that is the first few pages here of Spock, Messiah, a Star Trek novel. So far, am I wrong? I mean, so far so good, right? It sets the scene. It's got all the crew. They're all chiming in. They got their personalities. And you go from like, oh, everything's fine. I could go for a steak, to, holy shit, there's something building, and we know that's going to be big, even though the moment they said, nothing to worry about, boom, worry. So we're gonna pause it right there, and we may come back to this next week to read more of Spock, Messiah, a Star Trek novel by Theodore Cogswell and Charles Spano Jr. I hope you've been enjoying. So far, there's no obvious, there's a hint that Spock might be getting a little meshuggah from this brain implant that he has that will turn him into what he feels is Mashiach. And let's face it, we want Mashiach now. And actually, if it's Spock being the good Spock, he would be a good Mashiach. Much as I love the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who would want a logical, decent person, Jewish person like Spock, to be the Messiah? Would not be And you know what? Spock would be smart enough not to let Romans drive nails into his hand. He'd be like, no, I'm going to use my mind meld on you. If you come at me with a hammer, Herod, I'm just going to, and he'd be fine. This is what you want from a Messiah, not some suffering guy like, I'm dying. Do not want this. I know I don't believe in that particular Messiah either. But even the Lubavitch Rebbe, they're saying he might have been the Messiah thing. No, he died. He's dead. He's gone. Not the Messiah. Nice guy, intelligent guy, very important to the Hasidic community, but dead. Just a dude. Okay, fine. But maybe Mr. Spock could be. It's all there in the pages of Spock Messiah. If you want to read more pages, not by these people, but by me, remember, you can go to shalomdammit.com. Shalom, D-A-M-M-I-T, shalomdammit.com. This is where you can read and hear all my rabbinical reflections, my sermons, not on any particular mount, but on the world at large. On Judaism, sometimes on humor, sometimes on what's going on in the world. There's always something to talk about. So I have almost 200 of these things. And you can hear them, see them, read them all at shalomdammit.com. You can also watch my hilarious and wonderful stage show, Shalom Dammit, An Evening with Me, that was performed live by me on the stage of the Richmond Shepherd Theater in New York, off Broadway a few years back. Come see that with piano accompaniment by the great Richard Shore. It's all there. We videotaped it. It looks wonderful. And it's hilarious. Go watch it. Plus, watch all the episodes of my TV show, Shalom Dammit, and even Rabbi Sol Solomon's Peace, Love, and Acid Reflux Hour. There are links to all of these things on my website, shalomdammit.com. You do not want to miss it. Go, see, etc. I will probably see you next week interviewing somebody and maybe reading more of Spock Messiah. Until then, I wish you a very, very happy week, a very good August. The breaking of the heat wave is very nice. And Shalom Dammit from every one of me to every one of you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, stop it. My God. Once the rabbi gets started, you cannot stop him, but I'm stopping him here. Hope you enjoyed that. That was, of course, the Storytime segment of this edition of Dave's Gone By, live on this Saturday morning, August 2nd, 2025. I'm Dave Lefkowitz. It's about 22:12 already, Eastern Time in the Daverhood. Have a little bit more to do on this episode of the program, including our Colorado Limerick of the Damned and our tribute to the late, great Tom Lehrer. But before we get to that, let's talk about, just like Rabbi Sol, who was on our very first episode of the show, episode 001, back in October of 2002, we've got Rabbi Sol on the show. He's considered an alumnus of the Daverhood. We've been calling them for years and years now, friends of the Daverhood. But then I realized friends of the Daverhood are also people who just listen to the program, or talk about the program, or write about it, or share it with others. Alumni, however, alumni of the Daverhood, as my wife pointed out, are folks who have been on this program. They're actually former guests. So, well, what's that, babe? Oh, I'm not doing dictionary, because we're gonna come up upon noon without even Dave's big dictionary. So yeah, don't forget we also have the Tom Lehrer.
Oh, you want to go to the yard sales? I know.
Oh, that too, yeah. So no, we're gonna table Dave's big dictionary this week, because we're gonna do our alumni of the
I'm
Daverhood.
gonna go watch my show. That's a long segment.
Yeah,
And
well,
you have Tom Lehrer?
Tom Lehrer and our Colorado Limerick of the Damned
Okay.
coming
Well,
up.
David, when you need me, just wave. I'll look for you.
You got it, babe. Okay, so let's get some friends on the and as my wife just said, it is a longish segment, mainly because when you've been on the air for 23 years, and we have, you have a lot of people, many of them well known, who have been guests on the show. We consider them friends and alumni of the show and let you know what they're still doing. La la la. Okay, my friends, yes. Yeah, don't need the underscoring. Okay, so, for example, have to tell you, and this is our biggest, happiest thing to tell you, that Mazel Tov a million times, Mazel Tov. Happiness, because so many times we have to start this segment with someone got hurt, one of our friends that ever died, this happened, this bad. No, this is as good as it gets. Congratulations to my old engineer and friend Sam Wood. Sam is now the father of Luke Thomas Wood, born August 1st, just born yesterday, 11:30 in the morning, 7 pounds, 1 ounce, 20 inches long. Baby and mother are doing just fine. Now, Sam, when my wife and I moved to Greeley, Colorado, and she was teaching, and then I started teaching at the University of Northern Colorado, and I wanted to get on their radio station. And it was Sam who was kind of running the thing. He was chief cook and bottle washer. He was everything there. It was great. And he was very welcoming, even though I was obviously 30 years older than like the oldest students running the station at that point. This was in 2009. And was really into it, and I was faculty as well. But he was just very cool. He tolerated me playing tons of Bob Dylan, let me essentially do what I wanted to do, the program I wanted to do, which is when Dave's Gone By expanded from being like a 1 hour or a 90-minute show that it was on terrestrial radio to being the 3 or sometimes 4 hour extravaganza that it is now. I played music, I did bits, I had students sometimes come on, or if they were wanting to promote something. It was a real college radio show, and that was all essentially due to Sam Wood. Nicest guy, and I don't want to say broke my heart a little, but I was a little disappointed when he decided to not go into radio, not go into engineering or electronics, but he went into the military and has been actually very, very happily there for many, many years now, and now he is a dad. So hearty congratulations to our old great friend, Sam Wood. Yay. Okay, congratulations also to Christine Lavin, who has just released what she calls her last album. Not that she's in ill health or anything like that. It's just the music industry's changed, and why not just release songs when you need them? And she's concentrating on other things. She's still performing live, and she apparently is working on a stage version of her work and her songs, possibly like what Jill Sabule was doing for Fuck 7th Grade. But yay for Christine Lavin. Her new album is called Drum School Dropout, and you can buy it and find out more about it at christinelavin.com. Also, I don't know why I've got my glasses on my head. I don't know why I'm not wearing them. Congratulations also, or no, this is more like just a thing. Hopefully congratulations are in order. Now, through today, so this is your last chance to catch A Midsummer Night's Dream, directed by Hamilton Clancy, being done at Shakespeare in the Parking Lot over on Stanton Street in Manhattan. Peter Felicia, the theater critic, theater writer, theater expert, is telling theater stories at 54 Below. That is happening on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, on Monday. So go see. Peter's really gotten into the performative and playwriting side of theater over the last couple of years, whereas for all the years that I know him, he's the guy who wrote the liner notes when they put out CDs of all the musical. He was just an absolute musical theater aficionado, second only and possibly even more knowledgeable than Ken Mandelbaum. So it's really cool that Peter's really taking it to another level now. Want to say that Devin Fulford has her poetry book, Onus, that's Onus with an O, Onus, published on this coming Wednesday, so grab yourself a copy. Gary Lucas, the musician who has played with Jeff Buckley and also, of course, played with and even managed Captain Beefheart. And that was his group Gods and Monsters is going to be at Joe's Pub on Thursday, August 7th of this week. Want to remind you that you have just 2 more weeks, really, to catch Danny Burston on Broadway in Gypsy. And when Jean Smart, she had apparently some kind of health thing a week or so ago, Jean Smart has not been on this program, but she's starring in the solo show Call Me Izzy at Studio 54. When Jean Smart is not in the show, our friend Johanna Day, who was just on the show a couple of weeks ago, she is the understudy, and she has gotten to go on for like several performances. So ask around. If Jean Smart, who is the name, who is the star of the show, and she's very good in the show, but you want to see our friend, a wonderful actress named Johanna Day, do the role, ask around, see if she's in, maybe she's missing some matinees or things. Check her out. Johanna Day is understudying Call Me Izzy now through August 24th. Off-Broadway at 59E59 Theaters, a Penguin Rep production of a play called Jean and Gilda, all about the love affair of Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner, which at certain parts of the play uses a pre-recorded voice of our friend, the great talk show host Dick Cavett. And that is running through early September. Aladdin on Broadway has music by Alan Menken. Little Shop of Horrors off-Broadway has music by Alan Menken. The Roxy Hotel features Michael Garin at the piano Tuesdays through Saturdays. That's out in Tribeca. And, of course, our Birdland friends, Vince Giordano and the Nighthawks, Monday and Tuesday evenings. Jim Caruso's Cast Party every Monday night at Birdland. Get your tickets at birdlandjazz.com. Evan Seplow is the editor of StageBuggy.com. He also founded the thing. David Sheward writes for Theater Life, Cultural Daily, and, of course, Total Theater. So if you want to read his theater reviews, those are the places to do it. And. Oh, Charlie Gross and Leslie Hovan Blake co-host Two on the Aisle, the theater review program on YouTube. Mickey Quaggy does Late Night Catechism and other fun comic Catholic plays out in Chicago. And let's see, and Eva Heineman, of course. Watch her theater review program, High Drama, on YouTube and Manhattan Neighborhood Network. And those, my friends, are the friends of the Daverhood. Okay, well, it is a little after 11:45 Eastern Time here in the Daverhood. You're watching Dave's Gone By, our 993rd episode of the program. What else do we have for you today? Well, don't go away, because in just a few minutes we're going to have a tribute to the great Tom Lehrer. And yes, we're able to play music. We'll talk about why. Plus, before then, though, his gift for wordplay, for naughty double entendre, for the right word in the right place at the right time, that has influenced pretty much every songwriter since the late 1950s. And it certainly even influences me when I come up with these horrible, disgusting, evil poems about all these different places in Colorado. I call them the Colorado Limerick of the damned, because they're not just making fun of a town in the great state of Colorado and, doing something cute with its name. I'm also trying to be risque and dirty and filthy and awful. So am I? Oh, yeah, this one definitely. And this week, we visit Caddoa, Colorado. Caddoa, Colorado, for our Colorado Limerick of the Damned.
A limerick is a comic verse of 5 lines, in which lines 1, 2, and 5 will end with words that rhyme. And likewise, verses 3 and 4 also end with words that rhyme. So this is a limerick.
Rocky Mountain.
Speaking of Christine Lavin, there she is. But Caddoa, Colorado. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to read a poem about it. It's an extinct town, essentially, in Bent County, which is in southeastern Colorado. However, there's, according to Wikipedia, it's a ghost town. It's nothing. It's extinct. But GhostTowns.com says some people still live there, including like the old postman, which is amazing because the post office there closed in 1958. But apparently, yeah, they I don't know how old that Ghost Town's website listing is.
You know who lives there?
Who lived there? Show me. Who? Poa? Pui? Oh, yes. On their it's such a ghost town, it's such an extinct town that on their lawns they don't have regular gnomes, they just have these zombie gnomes. But the town took its name from Caddoa Creek, which itself got its name from the Caddoa Indians, who were moved by the government from Texas. And, the government promised, it built them some buildings, it told them, you can stay here safely. But the Native Americans chose not to stay there. They chose to just move further south along the Canadian River instead. Probably wisely, who knows. But, as I said, they opened the post office there in 1881. It lasted until the late 1950s. In the 1870s, the Santa Fe Railroad came in and turned it into a town. And it's best known for being the hub of the John Martin Reservoir Project.
Whoa, really? Wow.
Caddoa, Colorado, which no longer exists. But we have brought it back, my friends, for one time and one time only. Let me just get the light, how do I not get this ring on my, there we go. Well,
turn it up.
I know, I can't, it won't go flingy. It will just go, it will go flingy.
Better?
No. No, it's like multiple ringy rings. No, I just got to turn it the other side now. That way, that does, tighter, and we're good. Yeah, just bring it away. It's good, thank you. Our Colorado Limerick of the Damned. Hide the children, ladies and gentlemen, for Caddoa, Colorado. A dirty old man from Caddoa, whose morals could not have been lower, through coaxing and urging, beguiled a young virgin and turned the girl into a hoa. Remember that you can send your comments and your complaints to davesgoneby@aol.com. davesgoneby@aol.com. Also message me right on the Facebook page or just post under one of our listings.
A zombie gnome.
Zombie
gnome takes messages.
He does, yeah. If you leave on the zombie gnome machine, he'll. Is anybody home? Gnome. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, but yeah, I do love to hear from you. I love to hear your comments and your thoughts. I don't love to hear your complaints, but even just some feedback is great because it means people are paying attention and listening to, and mostly enjoying this program, which is called Dave's Gone By. Oh.
Reaction to it.
I dread. He mentioned whore in a poem. Oh no. But
hey, Marie didn't write in.
Yeah. I hope she's okay. She went to the theater last week. She sent in a review.
Good.
So, but certainly love to all our listeners. And I call them listeners, our viewers, and our friends, truly friends of the Daverhood. So let's talk about the passing. Before we leave, before we close the show, I do want to talk about the great, truly great Tom Lehrer. When, I have to ask you, because I grew up with it. My parents had the 10-inch record album of Tom Lehrer with the drawing of him as the devil, playing the swirling piano with the red, and the songs that he recorded cheap, like an hour or two in a recording booth, just him at the piano, sick, demented, wonderful, twisted, brilliant songs that, he just released himself. Nobody wanted to release his stuff. He put it out, and he had to do more and more pressings through word of mouth. Of people said, somebody played this album at camp, and I want a copy, and we want a copy, and they played this at a party, and I heard my cousin playing this, and it took off. And he became... But when did you first hear about Tom Lehrer, hon? Do you remember? When you first heard about Tom Lehrer?
I do not. It's your story.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just... Because for people like me, Jewish, New York, we grew up with it. And then I get a lot of people, because I'm on the official Dr. Demento website feed, people who say, well, when Dr. Demento came on there, when I first started hearing him in the 1980s, the 1970s, and they would play Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, and he'd play this, The Vatican Rag, and so, loved him. Thank you, Dr. Demento, for giving us people like Tom Lehrer. And so that was most people's story that I kind of connect with. But I'm curious if he went beyond, like, the demented cult that all of us were in. I remember I don't remember why we wrote to Tom Lehrer, but I did when I was like a young teenager, and he wrote back. And I don't know what we did with the envelope. He was good then. He was like Sondheim. You wrote to him, he wrote to an official real letter back. And I might have tucked it into one of the albums, but that's what I should have done. I don't know if it's my autograph book, but by gosh, to have a Tom Lehrer. I don't know if he wrote anything silly or sick or untoward because I was a child writing in. Or if it was still humorous, or it's just a nice little thank you type note that he signed. But bless his heart. And he did move, thanks to Cameron McIntosh actually, move beyond sort of the small demented sphere when they did the show Tomfoolery, which gathered his songs together in a comic thing. It was a big hit in England. I think they brought it off Broadway as well. I tried to get, about 15 years ago now, I tried to get Tom Lehrer on the show. Why wouldn't I want to interview Tom Lehrer? I tried to get Stan Freberg. I couldn't get him. Sometimes it was just a little too late in the game for some of these people. I did get Peter Schickley. I'm very proud of that, Peter Q. Bach. And we did have Rusty Warren, the Bouncer Boobies lady. So the people that I did first hear on Dr. Demento, I tried to get some of them on the show. Actually, Stan Freberg, my parents had his records too. But going back to Tom Lehrer, I tried. And I thought, what the hell? He's listed. His phone number's in the book. I think he probably put his phone number on the original release of the album back in the 50s. So I called up the number, hoping to leave a message for his secretary or the office or Office of Reprise Records, whatever. And he picks up.
Wow.
And so for about 2 or 3 minutes, I spoke to Tom Lehrer. And as he must have gotten every other week, some assholes calling him for an interview. And he was basically saying, thank you, but no thank you, and I don't do interviews. There's nothing new for me to say. I'm not releasing any new material. He did a spate of interviews, including appearing on the Dr. Demento show around the time that Rhino Records released their box set of all his albums and some of his other material. So around then, he did grant newspaper interviews. He did put himself out there to sell this box set. But after that, he really shut it down. He really wasn't available to media. It wasn't his thing. His performing career, his writing career mostly, happened between 1957, whatever it was, up until 69, 70, early 70s when he was doing those songs for the Electric Company. And that was it. And it was fine for him. He wasn't one of those people like Alan Sherman who wanted to keep doing it, but the public stopped buying the albums, right? He wasn't someone of diminishing returns. It was just like, you know what? I've done my thing. I've got 3 albums I'm tremendously proud of. Now I just want to teach. Probably could have retired, actually, just on residuals and maybe speaking engagements now. He could probably do one concert a year and one speaking engagement and live comfortably in Santa Cruz, I think it was, California. But no, he wanted to teach math and did so up until, I think, the early aughts. And even after he stopped teaching, even after he was a pretty old man in his 80s, he was still seen sort of hanging around the campus for the atmosphere and probably the old professors that he knew and seeing the students and yapping with them, probably about math. He didn't want to talk about that was the week that was. He didn't want to talk about writing, Werner von Braun. He just wanted to probably talk math and other things. So, it's the world's loss because he probably could have written a lot more. He had two reasons that he gave, essentially, for not continuing to write after the late 1960s. And one of them was that, what did he say? He said, the world we live in now is already self-satirizing. There's no point in writing a song about Donald Trump because everything he does is so ridiculously and unbelievable that it's self-mockery and comedy even as it's happening. What can you write about that? What is there to... other satirists and comedians would say, no, just watch South Park. Of course he can. But for him, it's like, you know what? There's nothing I can add that is even more ridiculous than something that is ridiculous at its very face. And he also said, and I guess he may have felt like this at one point also, that the world is much more dangerous and serious and sad now. And I'm not talking about like now 2025. I'm saying he was saying this back in the 2010s and the aughts. Like the world stopped being, in the 90s, stopped being so lighthearted and funny and playful and so forth. There are more serious times, more serious issues and you don't really want to make fun of them, which I don't get because Lehrer, at his peak, was writing during the era of racial unrest, race riots, the shooting of John F. Kennedy, right, the assassination of Kennedy, Watergate, was sort of the tail end, young versus old, Kent State, shootings in the street, Vietnam. How do you say that what has happened over the past 20, 30 years, maybe apart from 9/11, is more serious and awful than the period at which you were writing your greatest stuff? So that never connected for me. But one of the things that he did at the very end, like 3 years before he died, and bless him for this, is he said, you know what? I'm not writing any more songs, and I want my music to get out there. Okay? I do love these songs, even though I don't like performing, even though he said that asking him to perform those old songs again and again, which is what would happen if he went on tour, is like asking a novelist to just keep reading the chapter over and over and over. There was no performative joy for him. He was an actor. He was a comical songwriter who loved math. But he did say that, you know what, if you want to hear my songs, you don't have to pay Spotify, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, and worry about that. If you want to perform my songs, put them into a show, do them in a cabaret, God bless you. And he legally rendered all his material public domain. He said, because otherwise his songs would be copyright until like 70 years after his death or something like that. You couldn't do anything with them without paying until 2050. Almost 2100. So he said, no, it's fine. Legally, you want to play my songs on the radio, on the internet, you want to do anything with them, they're out there. I give them to the world. And he gave the world a gift of about 40 wonderful, funny, tasteless, brilliant pieces of music. And, I can't even think because the one thing that I miss being able to do on this podcast, on this show, is what I did when I was on terrestrial radio, particularly on UNC radio out in Colorado, was I could play songs, I could do segues, I could talk about an artist who passed away and play their stuff. Well, I can do that today, because it's public domain. So here, let's hear a bit of Tom Lehrer, maybe my all-time favorite song of his because it is the sickest. It's the literally perfect song, I Hold Your Hand in Mine.
I hold your hand in mine, dear. I press it to my lips. I take a healthy bite from your dainty fingertips. My joy would be complete, dear, if you were only here. But still I keep your hand as a precious souvenir. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why. For now each time I kiss it, I get blood stains on my tie. I'm sorry now I killed you, for our love was something fine. Until they come to get me, I shall hold your hand in mine.
A minute and a half of perfection there from Tom Lehrer. And again, this was released back in the 1950s. There wasn't so much in terms of at least above board, sick satire. Like, you wouldn't even find that on your show of shows. You wouldn't find anything of that nature unless you kind of went underground a little bit, as his first album was. It was self-printed. But the genius of that, the roping in there and saying, this is not just a typical sweet romantic song. This is the horrifying ravings of a psychotic in a beautiful way. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why. But now each time I kiss it, I get blood stains on my tie. I mean, you have to imagine people who hadn't encountered that kind of writing, that kind of comedy, listening to that song. Parents grabbing the album from the children's fingers, saying, "You're not playing that! We're burying this in the backyard." It's also genius, as you just heard. And a couple of things that I didn't realize about Lehrer. First of all, honestly, for many, many years, I had no idea he was Jewish. Literally no idea. Didn't look Jewish. And he wrote a Christmas carol song, the Christmas, I got here, so I never even occurred to me that the man was true Yidlach until many years later. He did Hanukkah in Santa Monica, and then more stories in the internet came out. Oh my God, he was a Yid. Not only was he a Yid, but he went to the same summer camp the same year. He was friends with Stephen Sondheim. They were in touch all the time. And he met him in summer camp, which is kind of great. And he's also a delicately inventive pianist. I don't think he gets enough credit for his piano accompaniment, which has little bits of filigree here and there, and which is just perfect for the rolling cadences of his song. He gets tremendous kudos, of course, for his songwriting, but the way he puts a song over and the musicianship is really underrated, as is the comedy, the rhyme schemes. So this is another one of my favorite Lehrer songs. It's not one of the best known ones. It's about the passing of Alma Werfel, who was Gustav Mahler's ex-wife, and the paramour of quite a few other people. I'm reading this book about Joni Mitchell now. She kind of had a Joni Mitchell-ish life in terms of the men in her life. Mm. So this is, and he's introducing this, I think this is from An Evening Wasted with Tom Lehrer. This is his song Alma, about Alma. Listen for the piano, listen for the jokes, listen for the rhyme schemes, the playfulness with language. It's all there in 4 minutes.
Last December 13th, there appeared in the newspapers the juiciest, spiciest, raciest obituary it has ever been my pleasure to read. It was that of a lady named Alma Mahler Gropius Werfel, who had, in her lifetime, managed to acquire as lovers practically all of the top creative men in Central Europe. And among these lovers, who were listed in the obituary, by the way, which is what made it so interesting, there were three whom she went so far as to marry. One of the leading composers of the day, Gustav Mahler, composer of Das Lied von der Erde and other light classics. One of the leading architects, Walter Gropius, of the Bauhaus School of Design, and one of the leading writers, Franz Werfel, author of The Song of Bernadette and other masterpieces. It's people like that who make you realize how little you've accomplished. It is a sobering thought, for example, that when Mozart was my age, he had been dead for 2 years. It seemed to me, on reading this obituary, that the story of Alma was the stuff of which ballads should be made, so here is one. The loveliest girl in Vienna was Alma, the smartest as well. Once you picked her up on your antenna, you'd never be free of her spell. Her lovers were many and varied. From the day she began her digging, there were 3 famous ones whom she married, and God knows how many between. Alma, tell us, all modern women are jealous. Which of your magical wands got you Gustav and Walter and Franz? The first one she married was Mahler, whose buddies all knew him as Gustav, and each time he saw her he'd holler, "Ach, that is the Fräulein I must have." Their marriage, however, was murder. He'd scream to the heavens above, "I'm writing das Lied von der Erde, and she only wants to make love." Alma, tell us, all modern women are jealous. You should have a statue in bronze for bagging Gustav and Walter and Franz. While married to Gus, she met Gropius, and soon she was swinging with Walter. Gus died and her teardrops were copious. She cried all the way to the altar, but he would work late at the Bauhaus and only came home now and then. She said, "What am I running? A chow house? It's time to change partners again." Alma, tell us, all modern women are jealous. Though you didn't even use puns, you got Gustav and Walter and Franz. While married to Walt, she'd met Werfel, and he too was caught in her net. He married her, but he was careful, 'cause Alma was no Bernadette. And that is the story of Alma, who knew how to receive and to give. The body that reached her embalmer was one that had known how to live. Alma, tell us, how can they help being jealous? Ducks always envy the swans who get Gustav and Walter. You never did falter with Gustav and Walter and Franz.
I mean, just, right? It's not one of his most famous compositions, but the rhymes on Walter, the rhymes on Franz, the risques, that's what made Tom Lehrer again and again, maybe his best. They didn't write 200 songs and 50 of them being mediocre and some of the rest of them wonderful, because you can basically turn to almost every Tom Lehrer song and go, oh my God. Some of them not necessarily stood the test of time just because, you know, they were a little too timely, especially was writing maybe for That Was the Week That Was. But even then, even you can say, oh, satire dies on Saturday night, or oh, it's too time sensitive, it's too time. You can still appreciate brilliant writing when it's there, even if the subject is long dead. Even if the whole themes have changed, if the whole world has changed around, that brilliance carries on. That's why I'm very reticent when, Broadway shows that were written in the 1950s have to be updated. The things have to be changed and finessed and made nice for a modern audience. Like, no, we can put ourselves in that timeline. We can imagine ourselves back in 1957 or 1967 and say, it was fine for the time. You don't need to massage me. You don't need to explain something that's a reference that I won't get anymore. I can look it up. I should get it in context if the writing is the kind of writing that you would hear on An Evening Wasted with Tom Lehrer, right? So I'm going to play a couple more. The songs are generally quite short. Even his longest one is like Lobachevsky, and that's only like 4 or 5 minutes long. What else do I want to play of his? Yeah. So I was a huge acolyte of the Electric Company when that was on in the early 70s. This landmark program, kind of the Sesame Street idea. Sesame Street was taking like preschoolers and getting them ready for the world and for school and teaching them a few numbers and letters and how to get along with people. Electric Company said, okay, you're probably already in 1st or 2nd grade. Let's help you learn how to read. Let's talk about letters and sounds and phonics and putting words and sentences together and having fun with that and doing them in sketches. And we all know the people in Electric Company were folks like Rita Moreno, Morgan Freeman, before anybody knew who he was, except maybe in the theater community, Skip Hinnant, Judy Graubart, who was a guest on the Daverhood with her husband, Bob Dishy, just a couple of years ago. It was a great group of people, and I loved the show. I loved The Adventures of Letterman. I was too old for it. When I was watching Sesame Street when I was too old for Sesame. I was too old for Electric Company when I was watching the Electric Company. I still loved it. And one of the great things about it is that they got Tom Lehrer to write songs about letters and sounds and English and grammar for the Electric Company. And they say he wrote like 10 of them. I've only seen about 4. They're all good. A couple of them are great, including this one. And if you didn't know Tom Lehrer was Jewish, listen to the melody of L.Y. Everybody knows the Silent E song. We love Silent E. But this is L.Y. You had to have some level of bar mitzvah and cantorial background to write this melody, L.Y.
This is Lee. It's spelled L-Y, and it's very useful. Let me show you. You're wearing your squeaky shoes, and right there taking a snooze is a tiger. So how do you walk on by? Silently, silently, silent. L-Y. You're a secret agent man who's after the secret plan. How do you act so they don't know you're a spy? Normally, normal, L-Y. At an eating contest, you boast that you can eat the most. How do you down your 50th piece of pie? Eagerly, L-Y. On the lake, your boat upset, and your clothes got soaking wet. How do you stand and wait for them to dry? Patiently, patient, L-Y. In the public library, you fall and hurt your knee, but the sign says quiet please, so how can you cry? Quietly, quiet, L-Y. As you walk along the street, a porcupine you meet. How do you shake his hand when he says hi? Carefully, careful, L-Y. You enter a very dark room, and sitting there in the gloom is Dracula. Now how do you say goodbye? Immediately, bye-bye.
And there's also a cartoon to go with all those Lehrer songs on the Electric Company. We're remembering the late Tom Lehrer, who died about a week or so ago, and is getting tributed all over the place because he really was one of the most beloved lyricists of the 20th century. There would not be a Weird Al. And not to run down Weird Al's shtick is a whole other thing. He's clever as hell, and he has the whole gestalt going. Weird Al, first of all, he writes his own songs as well as parodies. He's best known for parodies. But he also took into consideration the sounds of the original songs and the videos of them. So that scape of things was something that Alan Sherman and Stan Freberg and Tom Lehrer didn't necessarily do. Freberg did a bit. Lehrer just wrote great songs that worked in tomfoolery, songs that worked on That Was the Week That Was, even though he wasn't the one singing them. I didn't realize this. They didn't just have him at the piano for that show. They had a woman who was in the cast doing the songs. Okay, they're still great numbers. So we're going to have one more, and then we'll go out at the very end of the show, which is coming very soon, with another Tom Lehrer. But the one that literally, I was very happy that the New York Post covered the death of Tom Lehrer, that they did have an obituary. It wasn't, you had to search for it. It wasn't like on the front page or the home page if you scroll. But they did cover the passing of the great Tom Lehrer, wrote about it. So if you read the comments, right, the comments on Facebook are one thing, but the comments from the New York Post, you get a lot of people, some people saying, I remember him, Dr. Demento, he was very funny, it was great, I wish he'd written more songs. And then you get like a third of the posters saying, he's burning in hell. I know where he's going. Oh, that, man, you make fun of religion, Really, for a song he fucking wrote in like 50 years ago now, which I guess was kind of shocking, called the Vatican Rag, right? Now, he's not, it's almost like when you defend Monty Python's Life of Brian. It's like they don't make fun of Jesus. They make fun of organized religion and the silliness and stupidity of religious mythology. Again, Tom Lehrer not once makes fun of Jesus or Moses or anything like that. He makes fun of the idiocy of ritual, the kookiness, the zaniness, and it's not even vicious mockery. It's just playful, satirical mockery of, what Catholics do when they go into church, what the Pope does, and the incense of this, the nonsense of it, right? Which a religious person should be able to get through and go, yeah, okay, this is kind of silly, but it's how we worship. The worship itself, the person we're worshiping, the being, the deity, is one thing. But all the rigmarole we go through was created by man, and sure, go ahead, make fun of it. But there's people, even now, who are like, oh, he has a song with the Vatican in the title. He's making fun of Catholics. Evil, he's going to the same hell as Sinead O'Connor. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. And get on your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect. Well, Tom will tell you the rest.
Another big news story of the year concerned the Ecumenical Council in Rome, known as Vatican II. Among the things they did, in an attempt to make the church more commercial, was to introduce the vernacular into portions of the Mass to replace Latin, and to widen somewhat the range of music permissible in the liturgy. But I feel that if they really want to sell the product in this secular age, what they ought to do is to redo some of the liturgical music in popular song forms. I have a modest example here. It's called the Vatican Rag. First you get down on your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect, and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. Do whatever steps you want if you have cleared them with the pontiff. Everybody say his own Kyrie eleison, doing the Vatican Rag. step into that small confessional. There the guy who's got religion'll tell you if your sin's original. If it is, try playing it safer. Drink the wine and chew the wafer. 2, 4, 6, 8. Time to transubstantiate. So get down upon your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. Make a cross on your abdomen. When in Rome, do like a Roman. Ave Maria, gee, it's good to see you. Getting ecstatic and sort of dramatic and doing the Vatican right.
Tom Lehrer doing what, other people have done, but what Tom Lehrer did better than really anyone. The great late Tom Lehrer. We bid him farewell. Man, I wish I could have gotten him on the show. Wish I could find his autograph too, but he left the legacy, and he left it to all of us. Because unlike so many other things I can't play on the show, I can play Tom Lehrer whenever I want, and you can play him whenever you want to.
Is it because of time, right? Time.
Oh, well, I mean, I can also play any song from 1922. Yeah. But not from 1952. So I'll be dead by the time I could freely play a Bob Dylan song. Literally. He'll be dead. But anyway, you are watching the Dave's Gone By Facebookio, Podcastio, Programmio of the Stream with me, Dave Lefkowitz, my wonderful wife, and it has been a delight to be with you on this Saturday morning, August 2nd, 2025. Remember, for the archives of this program and interviews and everything else about this show, go to davesgoneby.com. davesgoneby.com. Also, you can find our channel on archive.org and on YouTube and on castbox.fm, but the last one is audio only. Write to me at davesgoneby@aol.com. Remember that Rabbi Sol is at shalomdammit.com. And and thank you again to all of you for watching. Thank you to Nihal and G for having so much fun with us going to Baltimore and giving me all those stories to tell. And that about concludes this episode of the Dave's Gone By show. So please come back. We should be back next Saturday. Usual time, usual Facebook station. And hopefully our usual unusuals that we will share with you on the 994th episode of the program. And yes, once again, I'm thinking about what to do on the 1000th, whether it will be on my old station. That is not looking like it's going to happen, but I'll think of something else. I will. And probably my wife will think of it and I'll take credit for it. But whatever happens, we're keeping building week after week after week to our big milestone here in the Daverhood. Unless the world goes crazy, the world goes to hell. Now, this was written again back in the 1950s. Let's see when, I should really Google it, or should have taken notes on this. So the next song comes from the album. Let's see, come on, just give it to me here. Can we? Lehrer, by the way, was born in 1928 and he died on July 26th, 2025. So literally just a week ago, his true writing career, the recordings at least, were in 53. Was his first album, and then when they started releasing the live albums, that was in the later 1950s. So there you go. So this goes back to the atomic era, the pre-nuclear era, the post-Hiroshima, well, of course, post-era of all of that. What better way to end any episode, but this particular episode of the Dave's Gone By show, than with this apocalyptic tune from Tom Lehrer, who was in the military, by the way, who did serve his time. Thank you, my darling, for your drumming and for everything else. There goes the Daverhood, and we will all go together when we go. Oh.
I always like to end on a positive note, so here is a rousing, uplifting song which is guaranteed to cheer you up. you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday never more adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement, an inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all go together when we go. All suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. We will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. We will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. We will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. We will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
And we're going.